Hey guys, welcome into Small Town USA, where we are starting from scratch here. Literally nothing to our name. We've borrowed $150,000 and picked up a little bit of land. Fortunately for us, this beautiful land out here is going for dirt cheap. So yeah, we've got a big lot here that we've been able to pick up for next to nothing. And I got plans for this, guys. We're gonna make the ultimate ranch out here on Small Town USA. We're gonna be building a massive cattle ranch out here as we go forward. We've got the perfect plot of land for it. We got a stream that runs through it. We just have to build this. So we've got trees to take down. We've got fields to harvest. We've got a lot of work in our future if we want to make a go of this, because like I said, we have $150,000 in debt and really nothing other than a plot of land to our name. I got a couple other things to show you about still first, so let's get into this. So these are our goals, guys. Number one, we want to make some money. Number two, we want to find a sustainable way to make more money going forward. Number three, we need to get ourselves out of debt. Number four, make $10 million out here on Small Town USA. And with all that, we'll be able to build the greatest $10 million Farming Simulator 25 ranch. Now, what are our rules? Well, we've already kind of burnt through a little bit of it. We've got our $150,000 in debt, which I'm not going to be increasing. We're not allowed to do any contracts. And we've got to do everything realistically. So now that the stage is set, I think it's the best time to get to work and see if we can accomplish our goals. I'll head out to the farm and let me show you around. We've got a little bit of equipment we need to pick up on the way out of town. But it's time to get the heck out of here and head out in the country because, guys, we got some farming to do. By the way, what do you think of my truck? 78 Ford F250 XLT, a 35-inch BF Goodwrench is on there. Got a brush bar on the front. Yeah, she looks pretty sweet. This is a nice looking rig. Interestingly enough, we've apparently got a Cummins in this. Not sure how we got a Cummins in the Ford. I don't think there was ever a Cummins in a Ford. Was there ever? Pretty sure there wasn't. Regardless of which, nice looking ride. We managed to pick this up. This is all part of the $150,000, the loan we took out. We bought this truck along with it, a couple other things, which, like I said, I'll show you as we go back. In fact, you know what? We gotta go stop by the dealership, which is right here. So guys, in order to complete challenge number one, we need to make some money. That is my first goal, is to start making money. And well, the piece of equipment I got attached to our Ford, that's gonna do it. Right here, we've got a Vermeer wood chipper ready to go. We got lots of wood on the farm right now, or the ranch. The land we've bought, so we're gonna use this to chip up some of the trees, and we'll sell the wood chips off as for profit right now. That's going to be how we're gonna start making some money. See how that works out to get us started at least, right? Now, I want to be a rancher, not a logger, though, so let's just make that perfectly clear. This is not going to be a long-term goal. This is going to be a goal, well, and a way for us to make some quick money fast so we can, like I said, accomplish part one of our 5-part challenge here. Yeah, we got a few things we need to take care of. By the way, we're just pulling up onto the land. Oh, she's a little rough on this roadway. This is the farmland, and I've already got something built right ahead of us. That's right, we got the bunkhouse and shop building already put down on a nice little plot of land. Now, this bunkhouse, guys, will eventually be where my employees live. For now, this is what we've got. Now, like I said, the $150,000 went towards the trailer as well as the building. And of course, all the land we've got as well here. So we've got roughly 60 some odd acres, I believe, in total. Land goes for cheap out here because there's just nothing out here, to be perfectly honest. Now, we don't have any of the actual fields. It's all just these grass fields and I don't even know what you want to call it, rolling hills out here, but there's no actually crops on any of the field or the land I have. So I've got to build that up myself. Fortunately, we do have a lot of trees. As you can see, we have tons and tons of trees on the land. All the land up on the hillside there is ours. Those trees, yeah, they're ours, guys. So that's going to end up making us some profit going forward. Now, my plan going forward, like I said, the bunkhouse, that's going to be for our employees. But off to the west, we've got this pond area. That's where we're going to be building, well, our ranch house eventually. This is my plan in here, is to build up. It's a long ways away because, as like I said, we're still in debt. We need to make some money. Yeah, I think we got to knock some of these trees down, and I don't like the look of those pine trees, so maybe we should fire up the wood chipper and get into it. But I should show you around a little bit else as well. We've got also an international tractor. We've got the with the hydro. Yeah. We've got an older international tractor along with just a bin, a trailer, a small trailer for us to move the wood chips with. Of course, anything else we could load into that, maybe some bales at some point. We'll see how it works out. But for now, like I said, it's going to be all wood chipping. Let's get this stuff out into an area over to where the house is going to be that I plan on building, guys. I want to move everything over there to start with, knock down a bunch of those trees, and we can kind of start analyzing things. Just kind of connect this back on in, and we'll go from there. So we've got roughly 43,000 bucks in the old bank account. I need to get that up back over 6 figures before I make my next move. And you know what? That's still going to accomplish phase 1 of our plans, at least, right? We're going to drop the trailer off here. We got to bring the truck as well as the wood chipper up here. We're going to knock some trees down. Just kind of bring these up alongside. Yeah, I'll put the wood chipper right in here right beside the trailer, right? Right beside the trailer. Only makes sense to put it right there. I'll probably disconnect the truck. Let's get it set up, and then we can disconnect the truck, and we'll pull the truck all the way around and kind of get it out of the way. Maybe I'll connect it back to the trailer. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Goal is to get rid of these pine trees, guys. All these big pine trees, these are the trees that I want to get rid of. Now, unfortunately for me, I can't pick up a whole pine tree yet. I've been working, I've been hitting the gym, but I'm still not going to be able to pick this whole thing up. So, yeah, we got to cut these things into what, like 200-pound, roughly morsels, so I can pick these up and toss them into that wood chipper. You know what? We can also do other stuff with the wood chipper if we have to later on. Maybe we'll get into something a little bit more with that. But these chunks of wood, this is going to be a pretty good test for the wood chipper. Make sure this all works. In you go. Is it working? I must have missed. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Wood chipper engaged. I love it. Yeah. No one's going to mess with me now. Let's go. Yeah, not exactly the most efficient way to knock our trees down, but cost effective. I mean, realistically, wood chipper relatively inexpensive. I got a trailer now for crops later on. We got our tractor. And for one tree, I got like a quarter full, maybe about a quarter of that trailer. Not bad. Let's go knock a couple more of these pine trees down. Yeah, we got to knock a bunch of these down, then we'll see what we get, guys. Timber. Nice. All right, trailer's full. Let's go take this off and see what kind of profits we're going to make off this finally. Now, heading up over this hillside, there's no roadways, but there's a dead end from town. And if I build my ranch here, guys, and do a roadway correctly, I could actually be really close to town. Like, literally, just over the hilltop, and kablamo, we are right in town. That's crazy. So, let's sell this off, make our first profits. Come on, big money. Come on, please get up there a little bit more. I don't know how much we're going to make off this. I didn't even check our prices on this. I don't really have a choice, so we're just selling it off. Come on. It's emptying out. What do we get? 4,300 bucks. Okay. That's all right. Guys, check mark on the first part of our mission has completed. We made some money. We've already made money on this farm. The ranch is already making some money. All right, it's a start. Now we got to find a way to do it sustainably. How can we make more and make it more often? Because trees aren't going to do it. Well, they'll work for now at least, though. At least we can still keep on making some money. Like I said, I want to make $100,000. We'll see if we could do that with our friend here on the lumberjack training we've received, which is making this a little bit easier so we can actually measure our distances. I think it's about 5 trees we got to knock down in order to fill that trailer up. So I'm just going to knock a bunch of pine trees down right in here, make a little bit more space up here. And I've also, of course, trying to take note of where I'm leaving the stumps, because I want to be able to find these later on when I knock these things fully down and rebuild up in this area. I'm leaving the stumps as is for now, but I need to make sure they're tall enough that I can find them. The trailer's not quite full yet. It's not quite full. We got a couple more trees we can knock down, and everything's working for the most part, but it's not always sunshine and lollipops, I have to admit. Let's get this thing back over to the cell, and we'll get rid of what we can here. I got a bunch of trees. There's a whole bunch in the spot right up there I want to knock down. Come on, another $4,000-ish, maybe? Easy. Nice. There we go. All right, well, we're over 50,000 bucks at least. That's nice. All right, we're getting there. A few more trees to knock down, that's for sure. Yep, a few more trees still to knock down. Come on, hurry up. The lumberjack training's coming in clutch right now. That never sounds right from what comes from me, does it? Let's hurry up and get this done. In you go. Like I said, that's helping us out. We just got to pick these trees up and toss them in. Oh, kind of threw that one. Toss them into the chipper. Now, like I said, things aren't always working out perfectly. It looks easy, but every once in a while, trees kind of don't fall right, and I do that. Let's get up here on top of this. Easy, don't fall. Oh, this is a bad idea. Whose idea was this? Okay, cut. Yeah. Hey, that worked out. It just kind of dropped and fell down. Perfect. Just like I planned it, you guys. Just like I planned it. Let's go down below, and I guess I have to try and cut this again. Okay, we'll cut right there. Oh, that's not okay. Well, that'll work. I can work with that. You know what? I forgot to mention, guys. Part 6 of our plan is you guys going to the bottom and subscribing and dropping a like. That's part 6. So if you do that, then that is a whole other section. We haven't even talked about that part. So make sure you guys go down to the bottom, subscribe if you're new, and of course drop a like while you're there as well. All right, back through the woods, back off to sell. Should be over $100,000 now in the old bank account. Now I'm going to spend that right away, to be perfectly honest, guys, because that's going to be going towards phase 2 of our master plan, which of course is to sustainably make money. Now that we're over 100,000, you know what? I'm going to sell off a couple more loads here. I think I got a couple more trees up here by the pond I want to get rid of, just because. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, I'm not very smart. I forgot I can connect to the back of this trailer. I can connect the wood chipper right to the back, that I don't need the tractor. You know how much time I've wasted? Guys, I have been like hauling logs around and trying to move multiple pieces of equipment around. I could just have this all as one setup like this. What am I even doing with my life? So dumb. So yeah, we got a whole wood chipping setup now. I can just leave this connected, and it's like a whole setup. I just drive it around. It's a mobile wood chipping station, basically. This is perfect. So much time wasted. As long as I could sell it, I guess, is the question. Make sure we get on top and go in. Yeah, look at it's going in. It's selling. Perfect. Yeah. See, this is what was I thinking? What was I thinking? So guys, it's time for us to start going into plan 2, where we need to make some fields. Yeah, all that land behind me, guys, I've got plenty of space, so we're gonna go spend some money, and we're going to be, well, working some fields finally. A little bit of field work. It's a great day for hay, is all I could say. Down by the bay. Yeah. The trees have been knocked down for the most part. Everything over towards, well, where I want to build the farmhouse, but I still have lots of pine trees we can use if we want to at some point. For now, I've knocked down the stuff that I know I'm probably going to get rid of when we start building, which is a long ways away from now. But I mean, look at all these trees over on this side here behind the old bunkhouse, guys. There's lots of room. We can still move lots of trees out, but for now, let's worry about what's coming in the future. And of course, well, that's all the stuff that we spent the money on. That's right. I spent pretty much the whole $100,000 on new tools. Well, we got a plow. I've got, well, you can see everything behind here. We've got like a haybine, pull behind haybine. I've got a baler, of course. We've got some seeds. We've got a cedar. Guys, I've got so many things that we're going to be able to do. Now, you also notice I've got another tractor back there. Yeah, that's right. I've got a little Massey for, it was actually $20,000. And that's going to be just for moving hay bales around. That is my main plan, or probably just grass bales, to be perfectly honest, to start with. Now, as far as our fields go, that area right over here on my right is going to become a massive field, is my plan right now. Now, I've got the whole area on the left that we're like up by the pond on the left-hand side there. That's going to be something potentially as well, but I'm kind of curious now. The right side, yeah, it's just garbage field grass. But the stuff here on the left, I think we might be able to harvest this. This looks like it might be harvestable, so I'm going to leave this for a month. We'll come back next month and see if we can get into this field. I don't know. Maybe. Leave it for now. I'm going to worry about everything down on this south side here. This is going to be turned into just a massive hay field, is my plan for now. Yeah, we're going to dig into this, guys, and, well, that's what I pretty much have all this equipment for today. It's kind of waiting for that, so we better pitter-patter and get in here. We've got lots of, this is going to be a big field, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think we're looking at a little over 20 some odd acres. It feels bigger to me personally, but hey, what do I know? That's just kind of the scout or the markings I've got. So it does feel like a pretty big field though. So we're just going to till this all up slowly with, this is the smallest plow in the world. But I don't have any tractors that have a lot of horsepower, and obviously I don't have the money to buy it yet. So this is what it is. This is going to take us the better part of today. Yep. Still haven't got our first headland done yet at 2 o'clock. I better get this done in a couple hours. Hopefully I can get this done. Hopefully, please. We're on the home stretch. The home stretch for the headland, guys. Yep. I haven't even got a headland done yet. We got to get all the way down to the far end. You can see how far we got to go. This is not going to be quick by any stretch of the imagination. There we go. Finally, we're about to finish off our first headland. Thank you. And then Now just a whole lot of back and forths going on, guys. Not much to tell you about here. The International seems to be doing all right. It's handling it just like I thought it would. Yeah, not the best job in the world to do with this, but you know what? We're going to get her done today. And I'm going to have a massive field once this is all done. I can't actually wait for this because I know for a fact this here will, once we get this all planted, guys, this is going to accomplish part 2 of my plan, of course. We will have a field that will be renewable, and we'll be able to make enough money off this to really start building up our farm, I think. I got to kind of plan out what my next mission is going to be, or where to go from there. I don't know how much money we're going to make off this. We're starting pretty modestly. I don't have a lot of money right now to kind of force things through. And I guess my next question is, do I want to pay off my loan? It's $500 a month. $500 a month. And look at this. Got a problem. I got trees in the middle of this field I've got to knock down first. I got to take these down. Guys, I wasn't planning on that. All right, well. Oh, and they're not great trees either. Well, you know what? We've got our whole wood chipping set up back at the ranch, the bunkhouse there. We're going to bring that out here, and we're going to get to wood chipping. And, of course, I have a full trailer of wood chips in here. You know what? That's good, because I'll go sell this off. I'll make a little bit more money, and I'll meet you guys out in the field in a second. Yeah, I totally forgot that I had a full trailer. That's actually a good thing, though, right? All right, trailer's full or empty now. We got $9 grand in the account now, which is even better. Let's cut these trees down. I'm gonna go nice and low here so we don't have big stumps sticking out. Come on, go all the way through. Easy. And oh, don't you dare get stuck in there. Oh yeah, that's great. That's perfect. Just what I wanted to happen. Can I get rid of this stump? We'll cut here. No, let's try and see if we can get this chainsaw right into the ground here and get rid of this stump. And oh, there we go. All right, perfect. Got most of it. That's good. And then these trees here, let's see, we can cut these down right underneath. And is it? Yeah, they just got to fall apart like bowling pins. All right, well that's a thing. Another one to do. Get rid of this guy as well. Same thing. Yeah, they just kind of spread out like bowling pins. Perfect. All right, let's chip all these guys up. Let's get rid of all this stuff, and hopefully we can get back in this field. I'm burning daylight here. I want to get this field completed, guys. So let me throw the rest of these in the old wood chipper here. And then we'll have a little bit of extra... Oh, what? Come on, really? All right, well, yeah, that's not good. I can't even grab it. All right, I got an idea. Easy. Cut it. Get through it. Yeah, come on, please. Perfect. Yeah, see, I know what I'm doing. Best wood chipper in Farm Sim. All right, guys, that's it. That's done. All the logs are done. Wood's chipped up. Let's get this back. Let's get this field done. I want to get done with this. All right, field has been plowed. We still have a little bit of daylight left. She's looking pretty darn good, you guys. I'm actually really quite happy with it. Now, like I said, I wanted to get this done today because, quite honestly, I still want to plant. Yeah, I want to get seeds in the ground. The field looks good, but, I mean, it's going to 4:30. We got time still. I think we'll be able to cook through that because tomorrow I want to try and look at that field. I want to make sure we have all these seeds in the ground today. No messing around. No muss, no fuss. Let's go. Let's get this International back in the field again. Let's go. The headland at least is done. I did a headland first on this. I don't know. I'm always indecisive on what I want to do. If I want to do headlands first or do it later, but we did them first for now. But yeah, it seems that's a lot easier than pulling the plow behind this thing, I have to admit. Yeah, we're getting through this. It's going to take us a little bit here, guys. I mean, just ran out of seed now. It's actually perfect timing to run out of seed. Look at that. Like, we're right at the edge of the field here. I couldn't have asked for a better time to run out of seed, to be perfectly honest with you. Back the sun in, and back into the field we go. Let's get this done. The sunshine's coming and going. At least it's staying nice. We've got no rain today, which is kind of nice. We're slowly making our way through this field. Now, I am noticing there might be a bit of a problem with what we're doing right now, you guys. It's all worked out well. Don't get me wrong. We had to plow, of course. Of course, we have to plant and get that done today. As soon as we plant, then the faster stuff is going to start growing. But there's a few stones on this field, to say the least, that we pulled up when we plowed this thing. So that's going to be an issue going forward, especially if it's a hay field, because we don't replant this. So I've got to have to figure something out. In fact, I've already kind of got it figured out. Let's drop this. Let's drop the planter off right here. We'll drop the cedar off, and we're going to start rolling stuff out, guys. I've rented this. Just a rental. I'm not buying this right now. I wish I could afford it, but a rental will have to do. get into the field, and it's kind of twofer, right? Like it actually helps our field with the fact we're planting the seeds, we're putting the seeds further down on the ground, and we're also, on top of all of that, knocking these stones back in, which will make it easier on our equipment going forward. And since we don't replant this, I don't need to worry about these stones later on, right? Like if I let it grow, the stones would stay there. So I gotta make sure I take care of this. I really need to take care of this field. In fact, I think I need a lime as well once we get this done. This isn't gonna take us too long at least. It's a fairly long, it's such a nice long, another width, it's a little girthy compared to what I've been using so far today out of this field. This is kind of a nice change, to be honest. Change of pace is very welcome as we climb back and forth through this field. The International's thanking as well. This one's an easy pull for it at least. So yeah, this is not bad. I can handle this. Let's just turn this thing around. Easy. Let's get lined back up. There we go. Yeah, that worked good. Yeah, this is much easier on the tractor than what we've been doing so far, guys. But I really want to say, like I said, I want to make sure that we maximize our field today. So I'm going to be spending some extra time, of course, while we do the rolling. We're going to put some lime down on this as well right away, so that we have it maximized. The only thing I won't be able to do is fertilizer. Like we've got, don't get me wrong, we've got the Lamasi, we've got the spreader, but I can afford lime. I don't think I can afford fertilizer right now. Yeah, the lime is only 450 bucks a pallet, but fertilizer is like $2,000. So yeah, I don't think I can afford to do fertilizer yet. So just lime for now. We're gonna make sure we get the base of this field down, and we'll go from there. It's going to be a lot of lime, though. I bet you we're going to need more than the 4 pallets we got. Yeah, going through a ton of lime. We're on pallet 8 right now. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess, guys. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it had to be done because, like I said, we don't get a chance to going forward later on. We got to make sure it's done once we plant this hay. This grass? Hay? You guys know what I mean. But looks good. I'm happy. So tomorrow we'll find out how that looks. We've got to hopefully we can harvest one of the fields. But everything out here at the bunkhouse is coming together. We've got the equipment now. We've actually made a bit of a profit. Yeah, things are slowly coming together for our first month here. For a full-time month, guys. We'll see. Hopefully tomorrow we make our sustainable profits. All right, it's been a month. We're into September, and hopefully today we can make some profit off of our hay fields here. Fingers crossed. Looks pretty good. We got one field that's already starting to grow, and then off on the left here, guys, this field, I'm not sure yet. It does not look like it had any growth, so I'm gonna try to harvest it. I don't know what to expect here. We're gonna go take the tractor out there. We're gonna see what we can do. With the International, we've got our hay bind here. We'll see what we can do. I don't know. It didn't look like it grew at all. It feels like it's more like just a grass and not a hay of any kind. Like it's a different kind of seed, I guess. I don't know, but fingers crossed. Let's see what we can do with this. Hopefully we can get something out of it. That's not looking great. I got a little bit there. I got a little bit, but I'm not getting much now, that's for sure. That's not good at all. There's nothing coming out. It's just like mulching it. Yeah, no, guys, I'm getting like zero grass out of this right now. I don't know where it must just be mulching it, because it's not coming out the back. Yeah, even as I come down, like the long stuff down here that I thought was longer down by the pond. Yeah, no luck at all. It seems like it's just nice and flat. I mean, look at this. I was getting a little bit if I go off the side, but as soon as I go on to the main part of the field, it turns basically into like a green for golf. Like that's a nice green turf. You know what? We've got to find a way to make some money today. I'm down to 49 bucks in the old bank account, so I've got some space up on the northwest side of the field here. We're gonna go take care of this little spot up here. There's at least some grass I can get, and I can hopefully just bale this up as my master plan right now. It's my kind of last ditch effort. Rather than going to do logging, I want to see if I can make some money with little grass at least. Hopefully we can get a little bit off this today. Like I said, I need to find a way to be kind of self-sustaining, something that's easily regrown and stuff that I can replant and just constantly get some cash off of. And this is like a small area. Guys, every month I'm $500 deeper in debt. Well, deeper in the hole. I spend $5 servicing my debt, the $150,000 I owe. So I need to find a way to make sure I make enough money at least to cover that. It's only $500, but still, when you got $49 in the old bank account, I'm going to do pretty much anything right now, I guess. Let's go bale this up. Let's head back on over here to the old bunkhouse and we'll hook up the new baler. get this thing fired up for the first time and see what we can do with this. Hoping this is not too bad of a deal. I think we got net wrap in there. Where is it? I don't see it there. There it is. Got net wrap over. I think there's some net wrap over there at least. Something else I'm going to need to buy as we go forward as well. I don't have any real product. I've got seed and we have some lime, of course, but that's it. Need to start building up our stocks on stuff here. All right, let's see what we're going to get off of this. In we go, and once again, just grass bales. I have not purchased a tedder. We're not letting the grass cure or anything like that. Unfortunately, I'm just going with grass right now. It's the only thing I can really do so far, guys. I'm kind of struggling a little bit right now, but things are going to get better, I think. I hope. Maybe? Let's see. First bale's out, and I made a small bale. It's only 120 centimeter, 130 centimeter bale. It's a small bale. Look how small that guy is. That was not smart. I need to change the settings on that. Change the settings in the baler. Let's make some big bales this time, please. Big bales. Oh, there we go. We're almost done. 7,500 liters of grass. Let's see if that looks any better. That should be... Oh, yeah, it's much bigger. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, it even hits the door on the baler as it closes. Okay, that's a bit better. So we got 8 bales off this little field. I have no idea, once again, what these are going to sell for, but let's find out together. We got to load it up. And I don't have a great system for loading this up, of course. We've got the little Massey, and I've got a pickup truck. That's my options right now. I only got 8 bales, so I'm just going to load these in the box of the truck is kind of my master plan here. Let's keep it simple. I could probably do maybe 2 bales in the back of a truck. I mean, they're pretty heavy, but it's a 3/4 ton. It's a F250. It should be able to handle it. Let's get the little Massey out. We haven't had much of a chance to really put this thing to work yet either. I mean, it's nice we got a cab. I don't have to worry about as much dust getting in my face, but it would have been nicer to get the International. If I could have just got a front loader on that thing, that probably would have been better off. Unfortunately, couldn't find one with a front loader, so I had to supplement our fleet. And it's nice to have a little second tractor that we can do smaller jobs with. That being said, these bales are pretty heavy, and I'm having a bit of a struggle. Let's just... Okay, no, it's fine. Just drop this in. Yeah, okay, the truck handle that. Let's grab the other... Oh, we got the other bale in here. Let's see, can I push this in? Give it a shove. Come on, push harder. Get in there. All right, guys, I don't think that's going to go in any further. I think we're just going to leave it there. Yeah, we'll do 2 at a time. 2 at a time. Now, I couldn't find my straps, so let's just take her easy and we'll go over to town, nice and easy. We'll take the dirt road back to town here. This might have been a bad idea. Those bales are rolling around everywhere back there. Come on, easy now, easy. Come on, get up that hill. Come on, up we go. It's got lots of power. This truck is fantastic. I just wish I could find some straps for it. Come on. Oh, easy. All right. What do we get? We got hey, a couple $1,000. All right, like almost $1,000 per bale. Guys, that's reasonable. We've made some decent money off this. I got one more bale left to sell off. We've made roughly 6,000, a little over 6 grand. We'll be about $7,000 by the time we're said and done here. Perfect. Yeah, you know what? That ain't bad for not a big little field. Like 7 grand gets us out of debt, keeps us looking okay. Oh, I'll say okay. I mean, I'm waiting for this field to harvest in the next day or so, next month or so here. This field looks like we'll be good to go. This big field here, guys. Just watching our moisture content, seeing what we get here. Looks like we should be good to go into this field. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is really going to be what we check off once we harvest this for stage 2 of our plan. Unfortunately, the plan was to harvest this field today, and well, it just didn't work out. So let's reset this field, shall we? We're going to go through and till this all up and replant. That means a lot extra work that I really wasn't planning on doing today, this month, out here in September. I had no plans on doing this. I was really hoping I could just harvest this grass and turn this into bales, but no bueno. So we're going to plow this all up. We're going to have to go through the whole rigmarole again, plowing her up and resetting it, because unfortunately this field, hey, look at a deer out there. This field's pretty useless otherwise. I mean, at least useless for me. The deer seems to like it. What are you doing, buddy? I mean, maybe we should make a hunting ranch out here. Look at this guy. He's pretty brazen, pretty close to the ranch. Guys, I got a bit of an issue though. I'm running low on fuel, and I don't really have a way to fill up fuel right now at the ranch. So I got to figure out something here. Let's head to town quickly. Yeah, this will work. We got just an ICBM tank. I don't even know what it's called. ICBM. We've got some 150 liters of fuel in it. That's it. Not going to put a ton of fuel. We're just going to fill this up with what we got, so we're not wasting a ton of money. Still got some fuel left in there. Perfect. The tractor's full. I got a little bit more fuel in there we can use if we need to. Yeah, that's fine. That's an easy way to fill that up. That cost me next to nothing in the grand scheme of things. All right, guys. Already on to planting now. We've managed to finish off the tillage on this field. Once again, though, you guys notice there's a bit of an issue. I mean, it's going to be nice to get this all done, but look at all the rocks once again. This is no different than our last field we did this with, of course. I've got a ton of stones that are here, so I need to fix that up after we get this done. Oh, and we're getting fog down here as well. I guess the ditches, the water down here is all turned into fog somehow down in the lowlands. Interesting. All right. Almost halfway done. Yeah, you're looking at this field, guys. I got a lot of stones. So once again, I'm going to have to go rent a roller, and we're going to pack this down. Once again, it's better off the field anyways. We'll roll it out. We'll knock the stones down. We'll set the seeds into the field, and then we'll probably have to lime as well. Yeah, I think that's really what's going to have to happen. It's exactly the same as what we did on our previous field. It just is what it is. I wasn't planning on having to do all this today. It's a little extra cash I'm out. It's all right. So, last little bit. Let's turn this thing around, and let's head back over to the bunkhouse again, guys. Rollers just showed up. We've got the rollers set up already. Once again, same as before. Had to rent another one today. I mean, it's a couple $100 for the day rental. I'm only going to use the one field. Not a huge deal, but like I said, this is going to save my equipment in the long run. Getting all these stones pushed back in the ground and my seed set, it's going to give us a higher yield. So the fact that I don't have to do this every time I plant, because I'm not going to be planting again anyways on this field for a while. Yeah, this has to get done now. Perfect. End of it. That's it. Okay, so field's looking good. I'm going to throw some lime down on this one more time as well, but I think we're good for the fall here, guys. I'm just waiting to hopefully be able to harvest the one field. I don't know if we'll harvest this one this year or not. We're already in September. We'll have to wait and see. Let me go throw some lime down on this and we'll check things out. So fields are all looking decent. We've limed the new field. We've got, it looks like we might be able to get into the next fields more next month. Fingers crossed we can do a little bit of harvesting soon, because I need to, like I said, sustainable income. Let's see if we can get it done. All right, we're into October finally. Finally into October. Let's see how our newest field looks like. It took all right. We're just waiting for that to grow maybe this month. But realistically, this is where we're going to be. This big field we planted is ready to be harvested, and that's what we're doing today. Let's get into it. Grab the International. Once again, I'll grab the pull behind haybind, and let's see if we can get into this and make some decent profits today. This is going to be a bit of a job, though, with the equipment we have. I'm excited to get into this, though, guys. This is really going to be it, right? We're going to sell this field off, and yeah, we're making this profit. Let's just hope that the yield's good. I don't know. We didn't fertilize. We've limed at least. We've put down. Oh yeah, there's a good swath coming off that. It looks like, doesn't it? Looks like a good windrow coming off the back of that. I like that. That looks promising. But yeah, we didn't fertilize. We didn't do anything else to this field. So who knows what we're really going to get off this? How it's going to work in the long term. But on a good side, that means we can grow things, right? We can actually make more off this field. Once we do that, of course, we need bigger equipment if we're going to do that. We need faster equipment. We need higher capacity equipment. This stuff's going to make our lives easier. For now, this is working just fine. We're a little old school for sure. Old school, old iron out in the farm, taking care of the ranch, getting things set up. But oh boy, that's quite a bit of grass. That is definitely a bit of grass. Oh man. All right, we've got a lot of work still ahead of us. This was a busy morning already, guys, and it's time to get in and do some baling finally. Finally get the baling. This is by far going to be the easiest part, I think, is the baling, right? Actually, no, swathing was probably easier, let's be honest. But yeah, baling should be fine. That's a lot of passes we got to make with the baler. I don't have a rake yet. Something I need to consider. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a rake. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I would much rather Ted. We could make quite a bigger profit. Look at the way the bales are lined up right here. Yeah, we could make a lot more profit if we manage to turn this into hay versus grass, but maybe next time? Yeah, that's going to have to wait. But look at these bales. It's all lined up just kind of perfectly right now. I like how that worked out. That's kind of nice to see. A few more passes left to make. We got just the headlands left, and we'll be wrapping this field up. Guys, we got quite a few bales. Like, there's 50 plus bales here. That's decent when you think about we're making almost $1,000 per bale, per grass bale, I should say. And we got over 50 of them. That's promising. Now, let's not forget, I still need to transport these bloody things. We still got to move these. It's great that they're in the field, but I've got to come by and pick all these bales up now. And my system for doing that is not fantastic, to say the least. Let's head back to the ranch and get this all set up, because come on, unload. Thank you. I've got something else I need to do. I can't just use the truck this time. We need more than just the truck. Fortunately, I do have a trailer. Yeah, that's right, guys. We do have like a grain trailer, right? That little dump trailer. Unfortunately, it's still got wood chips in it from when we were plowing it, right? Let me double check. Yep, still got wood chips in there. Let's go sell these guys off. Back over to town. We're going to sell off the wood strips because I need to make them... Well, the money's great, you know, a little extra cash. But more importantly, I need to knock the sides off this trailer and turn it into a bale trailer. Come on. Oh, easy. Watch the jumps. Yeah, with best driver in Farm Sim. Let's sell this off. Make a little bit of profit. I'll take that. Not a ton. And then we got the sides already knocked off this trailer. There we go. Let's get this thing into the field. We're going to get the Massey outside here as well, and we're going to load this up as best we can. Now, I should be able to put at least 4 bales on this trailer. Plus, I know I can do 2 in the box of the truck. So we'll grab a couple more of these, see if we can get these on the trailer. Nice and easy. There's our 4. We got... Yeah, it should... Stay. Come on, push. 4 bales. You know what? I think I could get more on there, right? What do you guys think? I think I can get more on that thing. We should be able to stack them, I think. Let's just see if I can kind of put it right on the top between. I got the straps on the trailer, at least, so this bale shouldn't move. And I think we're good. Yeah, we can do 2 more. Perfect. All right, so we got 6 plus. I've only got 1 in the bed for now, but I'm pretty sure I can get 2 in the bed. We'll worry about that later. 7 bales. 7 bales. Let's go sell these guys off. Truck seems to be able to handle that. It's a lot of weight. Get our hazards on just for sake of having on. Make sure no one's going to blame us for causing any accidents. Oh boy, it's a little tipsy. Little tipsy. We better not. Better take her slow in some of the corners here. That's for sure. Just slow on in. What kind of money are we going to make off this? Like I said, a little under $1,000 per bale. Yeah, actually, it was over 1,000 there. Interesting. Okay, and we're up to almost 12 grand. Perfect. Off 7 bales. 7 bales, right? Yeah. Guys, that's not bad. We're making good profit off these bales, considering. It's a little extra work. I think we could manage to streamline this, but I mean, we're getting good at moving our bales around. I went and bought a weight for the back of the tractor just to keep life a little bit simpler. But look at we got 6 bales per load now, and yeah, decent amount of profit every time we got to go. We got, like I said, 60 bales. Guys, that's a decent day, and we made a decent amount of money off this. We're over 70 grand now. $70,000 off. Well, pretty much just one field. All right, a month has gone by. We are now into November already. Field was harvested. I said $70,000 day was pretty good. Let's see what we can get off the new field we replanted here. Obviously, this field's about a quarter of the size, so if I can make, what, 25 grand, a little less, maybe? If I can get 25 grand, I think I'm pretty happy. Right? That's about a quarter of the size. Maybe a third. Anyways, 25 grand is kind of what I'm shooting for off this guy. Same as before, guys, we've got to go around and harvest this whole field. It's early morning. Won't take nearly as long as the big field, but still needs to get done. Once again, same state, guys. We rolled this out, but we didn't do any fertilizing. We didn't really take care of this field. So it looks like it's got a decent yield, but I mean, time will tell, I guess, for sure. Let's get this thing baled up, and we'll see what we're getting out of this. Yeah, they got the baler hooked up. You know what? I think we're low on wrap, guys. Yeah, we better head to town. I got to go buy some wrap. It's early. Make sure we got this, and we're going to go through these rolls of wrap no matter what. Let's go to town and buy a couple wrap and get a pallet of 5 of them, I guess. Into town we go. Oh, easy. Hold on tight. Around the corner and hammer down. Let's go. And all the way back again. Got our pallet ready to rock. Let's go load the baler right up and get this done. Like I said, we kind of wasted a little bit of time with that. That kind of took more than I wasted some time in town. I'm not going to lie. It's already 11 now when we were supposed to be already done by this point in time. Already should be done this. It's all right. We just got to get her done. And then we should have enough money for the winter. Like I said, we're still spending $500 per month on our loan. That's just $500 to service that loan. So at some point, I need to think about paying that off. For now, I'm going to worry about solely growing our farm, and I'll just eat that $500. That's kind of my plan going forward for now, at least. I mean, that's really, what, 1 bale a month? 1 bale a month is all I got to make extra to service that loan for the time being, and we'll be good. Let's put this baler back away. That's back to work picking all these guys up, guys. This is the process. I got to figure out which part of our situation do we want to fix first, and I think the picking up of bales. This process right here is taking me the longest, guys. This is slow, arduous work, and I'm getting decent at it, that's for sure, but it's so slow. It's definitely the slowest part of my day, is getting all these bales loaded up and then transporting 6 at a time. Oh boy, easy. Oh boy, come on, get on, nice and easy. Just tap it in. Oh yeah, that's close. There we go. We're good. We got this. Go on, back up. All right, one more. This one's not tilting me nearly as bad as the other one did. That's strange. Come on, drop it in, and we're good. Yeah, no, we got to figure out. I think this is the process we need to fix first. Is the bales picking up? That's too slow for me. If we can find a better solution for this, we're gonna have to do that, because this is taking forever. And through the woods we go, back over top and into town. Come on, climb that hill. Yep. Are we? The F-250 handles it all right, and we make a decent profit doing it though. Still, like, look at that, almost 90,000 bucks we have now. And I've got a plan going forward, guys. We're gonna get even more next year, because I'm gonna fertilize these fields. We're gonna fertilize these fields and make a killing off these two. Really push this ranch up to even another level. So that is going to be plan 1. I've got some other plans to make even more money off these fields come the next year. We've got new ways of making some money, but I think we're off to a good start. I still owe the money, but that's how it is for now. Like I said, we're gonna find more ways to make money in the future. So make sure you guys subscribe down below, drop a like, of course. As we go forward, we're gonna find a way to really make this $10 million ranch into something else. Well, guys, spring is here. It is May, and it's finally harvest time once again on our starting from scratch ranch out in small town USA. Now, of course, you may recall we have a 5-point plan in order to make it rich out here in small town USA. Of course, we had to make a little bit of cash to start with. We want to make a sustainable income, of course, and then pay off our debts, which we still owe $150,000. And then, of course, make our $10 million to build the ultimate ranch on farm small town USA. And last of all, of course, become the greatest farmer in Farm Sim. Now, last fall, we were able to complete a bit of our challenges, I guess. We were doing some logging, of course, to get started, made us a little bit of cash. And then, of course, baling grass from our new fields was able to give us somewhat of a sustainable income going forward. You know what? We're going to be keeping that up. And, of course, we ended up doing a bunch more logging over the winter months to make a little bit more money going forward, because we had a few things I wanted to buy. All right, guys, so like I said, we wanted to buy some equipment to make more money on our ranch here as we kind of kick things off in year 2. First of all, of course, we got a tedder so we could make hay. I want to be able to transform the grass to hay because it pays 30% more. On top of that, guys, we needed a rake in order to, well, put everything into rows. And then lastly, I needed a better trailer because the little trailer we have is not going to work out for us in the long run. There we go. 3 new pieces of equipment, about $50,000, a little over $50,000 in total. It's going to be good. This is going to be good going forward. This is what we're going to need in order to make a little bit more money on this ranch as we dive in now. Still have the 2 fields into May. We don't own anything other than grass crops right now, our hay crops, and that's really what we're going to see today is how much more we can make from the hay over what we made from our grass bales just last fall. All right, let's dive into this. See if we can get this. It's a great day for hay. It's in the month of May. It's a great day for hay. Let's go. Now, you guys remember our rules, right? We're not taking out any more loans. We still owe the $150,000. No more loans for us, though. That's all we can take out. And, of course, no contracts are available to us out here on small town USA as well. And let's not forget, we're going to be doing this realistically. Yeah. Now, on top of our new capabilities of making hay rather than our grass bales, guys, well, we also fertilized for the first time out here as well. So I'm expecting a way better yield on our crops here, on our grass crops, than what we've seen in the past. I mean, just judging by what we've done here, just by swathing it down, it looks way better than it did last year. I'm really hoping that, I don't know, like 30% more, maybe 30% more grass we're going to get off this, or hay, I should say. Time will tell, but we've got to go get the tedder, the new tedder, and get in here. Guys, we're doing okay right now. Like I said, we managed to make up enough money over the winter. It's time to see what we can really dive into in year 2 here to make that cut goal of $10 million and rebuild this starting from scratch ranch. Hey, my door's open. I'll fix that later. The old Ford, what can I say? All right, the other really good thing about the fact that we've made a little bit of money now, guys, is I can hire workers finally. Look at this. Okay, we got hay. It looks like it's a decent amount to me from what I can tell right now. Never made hay before out here, so we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we bought both crops already. This one is one stage back from the other field. We'll see if there's any difference in quantity, at least, on our yield. But this field wasn't working properly for us, you might recall. It was terrible. It looked great, but it ended up being just lawn, I think, is what the problem was, and I couldn't turn that into grass or hay. Now, however, look at this. This looks fantastic. Yeah, we're getting a ton off this, I'm sure. This is way better. Now, I don't know if there's much, I don't think there's much difference in the yield we're getting from the far field versus this field, but regardless of which, we're going to get them onto the same track and the same cycle now so that we can harvest them at the same time no matter what. Anyways, guys, this looks great though. I'm really excited about having both these fields. This should be a decent payday by comparison to last year. Last year was good with grass, but I mean, now we're getting fertilized fields, we're doing hay instead. Yeah, I'm expecting a substantial increase in money coming our way. All right, already done with the swathing. Tedding, it looks like it's just wrapping up. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the field. This is great. We're gonna rake this up and start baling right away. Still have money to go for. We can keep on hiring Gertie out here to help us out, but oh boy, this is gonna be a substantial amount. Look at this. All right, let's go. First time with our new crone rake in the field. Yep. Away we go. What kind of rows are we gonna get out of this? This looks like a decent amount, guys. Look at it's a good sized row actually. Cool. So we'll take care of this part. Maybe we'll switch up with Gertie. She can do the raking, and then I could jump back and do the baling in a second. I don't know yet. I haven't decided which one I'll do yet. But it's nice to be able to hire workers finally and not have to do it all myself. Oh boy, but I don't mind it. It's satisfying. This is some of the best work you can do on a farm is hay work, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's always a great day for hay, especially when you're the best driver in farm sim, but I digress. It looks like Gertie's just finishing off on the far side on the raking or the tedding over there. Yeah, just wrapped up, and we can go and take care of, well, the rest of this stuff. Let's get this out of the field, but I mean, guys, I'm happy. This is great by comparison to what we had. The grass beforehand was substantially less grass. We're getting a decent row right now, and now we've got hay instead of grass, which goes for, like I said, maybe over a third more, 30% more in value per 1,000 liters. This is going to help us out immensely going forward. Yeah. You know what? I forgot. I got to still ted this far field. I thought I was done this in my head, and I was going to get to bale right away, but we still got to take care of this here small field first. So, yeah, you guys know how it is. I get so sidetracked. I want to get baling. I want to start making money, but I've also been seeing the hail is in the forecast, so there's that. Go around where the house is going to go. That's right. We got the pond down here. Eventually get our house here, but let's get this wrapped up, guys. And they're already done tedding on the far side. This is the last row over here on the big field, and we'll go back over and rake up the small field once again as well here. Oh boy. All right, let me finish this small field, and then, guys, I want to get into baling. Look at all the rows. Look at the rows. All right, everything's wrapped up. We've got everything raked. All the hay is ready to go. Last thing I got left to take care of, guys, is a little bit of tedding and, baling, and we should be good to go, but oh, man. This looks so much better than it has before. I'm just saying. I'm really excited to see what we get off this year. All right, and we go with the baler once again. You know, we've done this in the past, of course, but I think we'll do so much better. I'm hoping for a 20 to 30% increase in the amount of bales we get, not to mention the value on top of that, guys. You know what? That's a great time for me to remind you guys to go down the bottom, hit the subscribe button, because every time you hit the subscribe button, it adds one more bale to our account. Trust me, it works. Trust me. Anyways, we've got literally, I don't know, if we get 100 bales? I think we get 100 bales off this. I think in total we had 60 some odd, somewhere between 68 and 70 bales last year go around. I believe it was. I'm hoping for over 100 bales this year as we go through 100 hay bales versus 68 to 70 grass bales. value. That's a pretty good increase in value if we can pull this off. And I mean, there's still places we can go moving forward on this to increase our value. Let's don't forget, guys, we can bail this multiple times per year as well. So yeah, there's definitely ways to make money and get us into a good spot. Is this going to make us our $10 million? Probably not. Probably not going to be enough. However, this is always going to be a good start. We've got things that are already set. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you how many the count is. I know what the count is on this field already, but no, I'm not going to tell you yet. We do need to add net wrap, mind you. Managed to go through a whole bunch of net wrap on the baler, and that field is done now. But we still have, of course, the small field to go take care of. Let's get in there and do that. I decided to hire Gertie for that because the amount of bales I've got, guys, I don't have a great solution yet for picking these up. So Gertie's going to keep on baling the small field. We're going to have to, unfortunately, get the Massey and, well, start plucking bales. I got to pluck these bales. My plan is to grab the bales and bring them all to one side of the field. Put them all together, and then we can load them onto a truck once they're all together. Does that make sense? I think that makes the most sense. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better solution for this or not. We don't have an auto load pickup or anything like that at this time. That's going to be something I'm going to have to do really quickly because this is crazy. But for now, we're just going to bring them all out. Of course, let's not forget, guys, it's going to hail very quickly here. I mean, we're in the middle of the afternoon. It looks like hail is pretty much imminent right now. I want to get this done before the hail comes. Let's see if we can get these bales off this field before all this hail comes down and kind of ruins my day and just makes it miserable to be working in, of course, and just damages my equipment that much more better. It's not better when it damages your equipment, let's be honest. Hey, my door is open. Weird. Anyways, let's get this thing all... I don't know how many bales. You've seen me pluck quite a few of these. I have no idea how many we've got in this... I mean, you can do a count, I guess, but we've still got lots of bales to go grab. I'm going to shove these guys in. There we go. Perfect. And I still have the small field to go, but the big field, guys, that's the big field. Let's just say, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have more bales here than we got last time. More bales right now than we had last time. So, you know, it's somewhere between 68 and 70. Just saying. All right, let's go finish off the rest of these. Let's go grab the rest of these bales, get the rest of these picked up, and we'll see what our total count is. I got one that's down in the ditch here. I feel like I'm surfing. I'm surfing for golf balls. I'm looking for golf balls. Well, they're bales in the ditch. Hopefully it didn't get too soggy down there. Oh, this hill's a little steep. I gotta climb this thing. Let's go straight up and then go straight up the hill. It's like 90-degree angles. I don't want to go in an angle, on a side angle. Let's go straight up. Do I have the power? Does the Massey have the power? Get up that hill. There we go. Good. Come on, keep going. You got both bales. We're good. Plucked them both, you guys. All right, and here comes the hail, of course. I couldn't quite beat the hail. I tried, and I failed. It's all right. We got a couple more bales left to grab. Only a few more of these bad boys, and easy. One more last bale. Let's get out of here. Perfect. All right, just so you guys know, we did bypass the 100 mark. We got over 100 bales, but this is going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to drop this off. I'm not going to load the truck today. We'll sell these off tomorrow because I don't want to do this right now. In the hail, it's 4 o'clock. It's going on 5. You know what? This is a busy day. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's get the equipment packed away so we can kind of protect it. Over here in the shed, everything's stored. We're looking good. Perfect. All right. I'm happy with that, guys. A lot of bales. Tomorrow should be a good day. We're going to make some money. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, back at her. Guys, we got a bunch of bales to sell off. I've got to load that trailer up like 7-8 times probably. I don't even know how many bales we can get onto that thing. Maybe 18? Maybe 20? I don't know. But let's make some money. Let's go load up the truck. A couple bales at a time. Like I said, I think we can get probably 5 per side, 10, and then 4 up on the top on each side. So like I said, I think 18 bales is what I'm going to guess we're going to get on this trailer. Easy. Come on now, push that forward. There we go. This is the whole purpose we bought the Massey, by the way, guys. 20 grand, 5 grand, I guess we paid for this Massey with the forks and everything. This is really why I bought it. Well, to move the bales around. We needed something to move these things around for now. Is it cost effective? Not really. I mean, you could probably get an auto load bale trailer for cheaper than what we're paying for this thing. But that we also have this as like we're using like light field work. It'll work as well, which is kind of nice. it's going to outrun its usefulness relatively quickly. I'm hoping on the ranch, but you never know. It seems like it's doing its job. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's get our first sale and see what kind of money we're making here, guys. I'm gonna go now. We're gonna go the roadway for now. We'll take the roadway. We'll go around this way here. Oh boy, maybe I should have went the woods. I go too quick on the road. The tongue weight's a little heavy on this trailer with all those bales on. The front end of the truck is just bouncing everywhere. Last little bit. We should be able to make this in. Let's see what kind of money we make, guys. This should be good. I mean, we made decent money before. What do we got with the hay this time? 25 off of one load. Okay, we got several loads to make, guys. This is the last load, finally, last one, and we're at 100 and, yeah, well, you guys can see. I don't think we need to talk too much about that. I'm pretty happy with what we made. I'm gonna put the equipment away. That's the end of our bales, though. This is gonna be our last load. We're not gonna get to $200,000, mind you. I was kind of hoping we'd see that in the old bank account. Now that we're gonna be selling this off, the question is, like, do I repay the debt? I mean, yes. I could go repay that debt probably. Well, I know I could pay that debt today. And that would be another part of our goals done. But, yeah, we'll think about that for a sec. Let's go see what we made for money first. Last load in we go. Gonna sell these bales off at the market once again. Yeah, see, not 200,000, guys, but pretty darn close considering everything. Yeah, see, I don't think I want to pay off that debt quite yet. I've got better plans. I think we'd be better served by upgrading the farm first. And guys, you can't have a ranch and not have horses, right? We can't have a ranch and not have horses. We're gonna make a pasture. I think is going to be perfect. We need our horse pasture. I think that's really what we need. So I mean, the barn and a pasture area, but I've got to get rid of some stumps first where I want to put this place. Right in behind the bunkhouse, we're gonna put our horse pasture. That's the way when we hire our workers, they can be right behind and take care of our horses. We're going to build a pretty big pasture area here that's going to go kind of all the way around all the trees. I'm going to have to do some field work in here at some point and clean the brush and the shrubs up. So especially all the stumps we have back here. I don't want any horses with broken legs, all right? But I do want it so they have a fairly large area when we're not necessarily needing to be around them, that they can at least, you know, keep wandering around, keep in shape. I do need to make some kind of a corral or something around here as well, but that's going to be for another day. I'm not going to be able to get the horses quite yet, but everything's going to be prepped for them at least. And so much for our money, by the way. Oof. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, guys. I've got, like I said, some field work. I got to go knock some stumps out, maybe clean some of these trees up. But other than that, it looks okay. Also, maybe a little bit of landscaping. Yeah, maybe a little bit to fix this. Other than that, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, this will be great. All right, the ranch is coming together. We're starting to build it out. Oh boy, looks good, guys. So that's gonna do it for us today. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, so you see what we do here with the Starting from Scratch Ranch out on Small Town USA. Things are coming together here. It's gonna be good. We still have a bunch of stuff we need to take care of course, to make that $10 million and become the ultimate farm sim. Farm simmer? Oh, something simmer. You guys know what I mean. Anyways, things are coming together. We'll see you guys next time, where we maybe fill those stables up and become true ranchers finally. Guys, welcome back into the Start from Scratch Ranch on Small Town USA, where we're about to make things interesting by building our ultimate ranch. Well, part of it, ultimate ranch. I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, to say the least. Okay, but before we get ahead of ourselves, before we get out there, because I got to take care of these fields. Now, these are our massive hay fields, our two big hay fields. And they've been making us a steady profit to get us off the ground. Of course, this is not where we want to be long term, but for now, spending money on fertilizer really to take care of this stuff has been pretty good. I mean, a little bit of fertilizer goes a long way. Fields are looking really good, but my long-term plan out here, guys, has not, well, it does have something to do with the hay fields, but really, realistically speaking, guys, I want to be in here. I want horses, so I got to prep this field. We're going to prep this field, get some horses in here today, hopefully. I still got lots of other work to take care of, but I really want to make sure all the dead wood's out of here so our horses aren't tripping over stumps and breaking their legs. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. No, we need the money first, though. So I need to do some haying. And fortunately, we have a little bit of money, so I was able to hire some ranch hands, and they can work alongside us now, and makes the haying go so much faster. At least double, let's be honest. But yeah, having hired hounds out here has made my life 10 times better, because I can really get out here now and take the time to do my job. We have 2 hired hands, but a lot of times I'm still out here helping out just because I can. Once the horses come, That's going to change up a little bit. I think we'll have more people out in the field. But yeah, Gertie's been doing a good job. She's got the tedder right now, taking care of it, guys. And the rake's actually out here as well right now. Look at that. Forgot to mention that, didn't I? Rake and baling happen at the same time. I'm not even in the field anymore. I am just supervising. And things are looking pretty good. Like I said, baling has been our main source of profits, of course. I haven't been doing any forestry, but working on all the hay out in these fields has been a steady amount of income coming in. So just hay bales, nothing crazy here, guys. Just keeping it simple. The only thing I spent money on is the auto-load trailer. We had to buy an auto-load trailer, of course, in order to gather these bales and make my life a little bit easier. But in the long run, we'll see where we go with that. Easy, easy down here. It's a little rough. Oh boy, some potholes I should probably fill. Anyways, got enough bales done now. We've got sold everything off, 126,000 in the old bank account, but I'm gonna hold on to a few of these for food for our horses going forward, because quite honestly, like I said, I want to get horses going right away. Guys, you can't have a ranch without having horses, right? You gotta have horses if you want a ranch, and it's really time we did that today. It's really time we did that. Let's go get our horses. Now, guys, as you are aware, we did have a $150,000 loan. We still have a $150,000 loan that I'm paying $500 a month to on interest that I have not paid anything back on yet. Hopefully soon, but I just want to hold on to all our money right now. I got bigger plans. The loan will pay itself off, I think. Right? Probably not. I don't think that's how it works. Anyways, loan's still in the bank account. We're going to have to deal with that at some point, just not today, because today we're getting livestock. It's not going to be that expensive, but we're going to get probably 4 horses, I think. I'll get 4. Henderson. Okay, that's the instructions right there. Just kind of back it onto the old parking pad here, and I guess they're all free-range animals out here? What the? All right. Yeah, free-range pigs. Okay, let's go get this thing loaded up. Where's my horses at? There we go, loaded up. All right, we're good. We got 2 horses. I'm gonna have to make another trip out here, but 2 to start with. Let's just take her easy. Let's not break any legs on. Oh boy, this is a terrible parking lot. Look at this. A lot of standing water here. And hopefully those aren't deep. Nah, they're fine. Fort has no problem. Back home to the farm. Let's go get these guys situated in their new home, brand new home to them. In we go up the hill to our newest cattle barn, our new horse barn. Backing on up the fence, and we'll load these guys in. Guys, we're officially becoming ranchers. Officially. We got horses. I think that's all it takes, isn't it? Isn't that all it takes to become officially a rancher? I don't know. Works for me. You know what? We should probably feed these guys too. I got no food in there. Yeah, let's get some hay in here. Get the little massey out. Grab our bale. We got 4 bales. I wonder how long this is going to last. I mean, I've only got the 4 horses. It should be okay for the foreseeable future. But I mean, we'll be doing more hay in the next month. It's only July. We got time this year. You know what? It'll hold more. So let's stick more in here, I guess. I don't know. 20,000 liters? Maybe just the 2 bales should be fine. Let's go throw this in here. Awesome. All right. Horses should be fed, should be happy. We should be good to go for a little while here, guys. We're officially ranchers. You know, since we're ranchers now, I'm thinking maybe I need to change the tire up a little bit. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, that's better. Now we fit the part, I think. That's way better. Now I look the part. Definitely look the part. All right, guys, we're becoming the best rancher in Farm Sim now, I think is maybe the new motto. Forget the best driver, best rancher. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I can handle a horse just like I can handle a car or a truck or a tractor. Guys, we've got everything we need now. I bought some straw bales. We bought some horse feed, I should say. This should last us a little while. But that horse feed, that oat, we need to start finding a way to make that. What are you doing over there? Come on, get. Never mind. The bales, we needed something to bust the bales up with, of course. So I needed some new equipment for that. I had to spend a little bit more money. And we got a bale buster as well. Now, this is a pretty nice bale buster, mind you. Yes, I wanted something that was going to last me a while and build and grow with the farm or the ranch as we grew. So I didn't really cheap out. That being said, there's a lot more expensive models out here, but this one's pretty convenient. I mean, we don't need another tractor to load it up, which is kind of nice, right? Just back it on in. And we can simply grab onto our bale and load in. There we go. Yeah, see, I got it. And from there, guys, just simply drive on up and it'll bust the bale up. Was it in there? Yeah, it's in there. It's just a fall in. And yeah, simply back this thing in and we're good to go. And that's all it takes. Now, I don't have no idea how much we're going to be going through here. These are bigger bales, but only have 4 of them. And it's just for the bedding. So it shouldn't be too much, right? No, I got lots left, actually. I only use like half a bale. So I got tons of straw going forward. That's great. Tons and tons of straw. So we'll leave this up here. And we still need to talk about how we're going to feed those horses in the long run. Of course, we got the hay, but we're going to build a riding arena down here. And I still need a larger field, well, for oat. So that's going to be something we're going to take care of next year. I'll see you guys in maybe 6 months. Okay, not quite 6 months, but welcome into year 3, guys. We're into year 3, and wow, we're getting busy here already. I got a plan for this field right away. I bought a new field. It was relatively cheap. It was only, I think, $30,000, and we're about to plant some oats. Guys, this is a massive field, actually. This is way bigger than what I need. But going forward, whatever. We're going to build a massive ranch out here. We want to take this valley over and build a huge ranch. Well, this is the start of that, really, in the grand scheme of things. This field was always carrots before, and yeah, I don't need that many carrots. I wouldn't mind having some carrots, but I definitely do not need this many carrots. Nor do I want to harvest that many carrots, or plant for that matter. So, all oat going in right now. This won't be as simple as it looks, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, because I have no way of harvesting oats yet. I have not purchased a harvester. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that yet. Like I said, we're not taking any loans as of right now. We might have to find a way to find something else. I don't know yet. Time will tell, but we're not. That sounds like a problem we're gonna have to worry about in a few months, and not right away at least. That's all right. Anyways, we've got most of it done. One more thing to take care of still, of course, is fertilizing this to make sure it's all maximized, and of course, filling up with fuel again. Yeah, we didn't go through too much seed, but we went through a little bit of fuel on this thing. Not too much. I think we went through more fuel than seed planting this field, to be perfectly honest. Less than 1 pallet of seed, I think it was. Anyways, things are looking good, guys. I'm happy with that. We've got lots of oats planted. We've got our hay field still we'll be able to take care of to make a little more income coming forward, because I got lots of hay already up at the shed here for our horses. We got tons of hay. Our horses are still happy. Everyone's being taken care of by our ranch hands. You know what? Got me thinking. After we've sold off all of our hay that we've been making money off of, it's time, I think, we started building some things now. I'm sick of living in the bunkhouse with my employees, so let's start off by building a proper house for myself, because this is ridiculous. You know what? I've always wanted to build a house down here by the creek, with the waterfall with the creek. I've always had a plan for this. I think we'll start with a smaller home to begin with. Something simple, just nothing crazy, right? We got a little A-frame here. Yeah, it looks pretty good here. It's going to have nice views off the back of our little pond. And maybe one day we'll build bigger, but for now, let's terraform all this and make sure she looks good, nice and pretty. But like I said, this is not the final house I want to build, but you know what? It'll be our lead hand's house at some point in time, but it'll do for me for now. Of course, let's try to get this all kind of squared away so it looks like it's nice and level. There we go. And we can't forget we need a driveway. Need something to come down into the house, and we'll have to make that look good. Yeah, a little bit of little decorations to our roadway. That looks a little bit better. Of course, need some sidewalks down the stairs and all the way around. Yeah, that looks doable. That's going to work just great, guys. Let's go take a look inside here. Open up our door. And yeah, nothing crazy. Fairly simple little A-frame cabin. We got our kitchen over in the back. Nice views out the window. Of course, going back upstairs, we've got views out the back from our bedroom, overlooking our pond. Guys, this looks great. If we go back downstairs, yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, like I said, I wanted to build a few things. We got our house built, but I want a riding arena, a proper riding arena built for our training our horses. And this valley down below is going to be the perfect spot, I think, for that. It's going to be fairly close. And we're going to have to do some work, it looks like, though. Holy. Yeah. See if I can put our horse kind of stable just off to the side here. Yep, that'll be fine. I got a plan. We're going to kind of connect things together a little bit. But, ooh, I was not planning on having that much elevation change. I didn't notice it was that bad. You know what? Whatever. We'll build a bit of a circular pen for the horses for now. There we go. You can see it's kind of circular. We'd like to have a wooden fence rather than barbed wire, to be honest with you, but whatever. We're going to flatten all this out. I've got a lot of work to do on this. I'm not really a huge fan of how this is all setting up, to be perfectly honest. I've got all these different levels in here. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a pain for me to work with. I got a plan. Smooth this out a little bit. We're going to smooth this right like that. Yeah, that looks all right. That looks okay. We need, of course, take care of some decorating now. Maybe some rocks? Yeah, maybe a lot of rocks. I'm thinking a lot of rocks. I think we're going to need a lot of rocks going forward. This is a start. Maybe down below here as well. Yeah, we can put them down below. They could sneak in between the fence and the ground. There, looks all right. Okay, that's a start. I need a bunch more. All the way down this whole side, we need to put some kind of a rock cliff as well, though, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's one. See if we can do them all the way down. That's going to be a lot, you guys. How are we going to make this look good? It's getting there. We need to like get all the stuff, all the little holes and crevices down below too. And of course, nice caps up on top so it doesn't look like you got like little holes up on the top. Yeah, we're good. We'll keep it up. We're good. And far side. Now this side, I'm just going to kind of, maybe in the corner we'll put some rocks, but I want to smooth out kind of the far side over here. And then down towards the riding stable, of course, more rocks, I think. Yeah, it's kind of got to be built up. It's just, the leveling is going to be tough on this. Not the best situation to be in, but I think we can make this work. We got like a ramp on the far side here that goes down into the main doors. And then if I just put some rocks around, it'll look pretty at least. Yeah, and then of course, the painting, we need to build some roads that come through here. And yeah, we've got a whole bunch of all the way around. We're gonna have to do this all the way around, aren't we? Yeah, this is gonna be the longest part right here, is trying to get all this looking good. And then grass. Of course, lots of foliage that we've kind of wrecked as we've been building has to be replaced, and the stuff in the riding arena has to be taken out. So it's kind of like you take one out, you put one in. Let's see if we can make this look like a bit of a pathway system. And on the far side, I want this kind of open on the far side here, but we need to kind of attach this down into the riding arena area. Yeah, because we load in our horses over here. Yeah, we'll need, let's put concrete down, or like gravel or something, not dirt. All the way through here, it should be all, let's see, nice gravel, like a concrete. Yeah, like this. This will be all right. Then we'll make it like a concrete down below here, because this is where our loading area is going to be. Okay. That's all right. And then lastly, guys, of course, we're going to need some fences to connect everything kind of together. I want to be able to make sure we open up gates so our horses could come from our main stables down to our riding arena area, and we don't have to worry about stuff getting free. So we're going to put gates up everywhere here. It's going to be a bit of a pain for me, of course, getting around, but it's meant for the horses. So if you want a ranch, you got to have gates, you got to have fences. That's what we're doing. Let's see, how did that work out? That's not the right way. Don't open that direction. That's not going to be any good. Let's try this again. Nope. Try one more time. Mulligan. Try one more time. There we go. That works out. That's the way I want that thing to open up. Let's check this gate. Is this one all right? Yeah, that gate's fine. That can open up that way. How does this gate look? Oh, that doesn't look good at all. That's terrible. How about now? There we go. Fixed it. Okay, that all works out pretty well, guys. This is great. Okay. Riding arena down below. Be able to take our horses down inside here. Of course, up on top, we got the barn. We'll be able to use this for storage for I don't even know what yet. And then off to the far side, I've got kind of a parking area here where we can put our livestock trailers, anything else for our horses we want to put over here. Of course, we're loading into our barns down below, our stables down below, which is enough room for us to get a trailer back in here if we do need it. And of course, yeah, the riding arena is right there to load them in with. Now, all that's left to do, guys, is, well, maybe bring some of our horses down there. I think that's something we can do pretty quickly here. I wonder if these guys are ready to go down there. I think we could take some horses down there, shouldn't we? I think so. You know what? I forgot to mention, we built a silo system as well. It's a new silo system for the oat. That was a relatively cheap at $25,000, but that's kind of aside from the rest of this ranch, guys. Everything else, the whole ranch side down below here, is going to be, you know, it's kind of separate. We'll keep the farm and the ranch separate, I guess, a little bit. Of course, the oats are going to be used to feed those animals. That is what it's going to be going forward. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, considering the elevation changes we had to deal with. I'm still not exactly happy with all of it. We got some more work to do. Of course, the house on the far side here turned out actually pretty easy and pretty good. I still want to do some things to this as well. We had to add some decorating to this so it doesn't look so stark, but I love the building spot right here. Fantastic, guys. I think we're getting there. We've got we're a little ahead of the game building this ranch this early. We're only in year 3, of course. I have not paid off my loan, and we're already starting to build our ranch. Might have bit off more than I can chew early, but the horses, I think, will pay off a lot more than you think. Guys, welcome back into Small Town USA and the Starting From Scratch Ranch. That's right, we're into year 3 on the Starting From Scratch Ranch, where we've been busy building. We've got our brand new house here on the pond, guys. This has been a nice move. We moved out of the bunkhouse finally and down over to the new A-frame house we built here, kind of overlooking the lands of our ranch. Of course, along with that, we've managed to build up a brand new riding stable area, the brand new barn for all our horses. Of course, we've got the other pasture still set up with a large pasture, kind of the wooded area with the horses, but the ranch is slowly starting to come together now. Horses are being well taken care of, but we're only feeding them just the hay right now, and I've been buying and supplementing them with the oats and horse feed. I would love to find a way to fix that today, and that is kind of what my plan is here in May, is we're going to be, well, finally taking care of oats on our own terms. But guys, I need some money first. We are dead broke right now. Once again, completely broke. Minus, we're in the red, to be perfectly honest. So we need to make some money, and I've only got one solution for that. That's right, it's a great day for hay. We're gonna be out here. We got all of our fields, all of our 2 fields to manage to go and take care of the hay, and we got a lot of hay to take care of today. Hopefully that will pull us back onto the right side of the balance sheet. And from there, guys, I can actually, well, afford to, well, not only buy another field as well as plant and get ready for harvesting that one as well. That is the plan going forward. So give me a couple hours here. We'll do some haying and we'll see what kind of money we can make quickly here. Haying completed, bales even all collected. Another, you know what? Another positive day out here on the ranch, guys, with a decent amount of bales. So from here, let's go and sell these off right away. I've got still plenty kept up in the horse barn. Let's go sell these off. I don't need these for food. These are pure profit bales. Pure profit bales. Let's go sell these bad boys off and make some money. All right, through the woods once again. First load up over the hills on the old dirt road up into town, guys. Short drive, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind smoothing this road out at some point. With the amount of time we've been doing this, I mean, every time we do a harvest of hay, we're doing this multiple times up with this old trailer and go forward. Betsy does not really like this, I don't think. First sale done. We're back at, well, back in the black, at least back in the positives. I like to see that. That's good. 21,000 bucks. I got a lot more bales to sell off, so we're gonna have to dive into that. But I'm hoping we can make like 6 figures, because guys, I got a harvest to do, and I got to buy a harvester of some sort. We got to find a combine we can afford to buy with a little bit of money we got. And yeah, we're gonna be over 100,000, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. 122,000 bucks. All right, guys, so $122,000. I've got an oat field I need to harvest, and like I said, we have no contracts. We can't rent any equipment out here right now. So let's see what we can do. I need to buy something for the long term. I've got some ideas. We'll see how this is going to pan out, because 122,000 bucks is hardly enough money to buy anything decent, especially when you start factoring in we're going to need some kind of a header, and oh, who knows? I wouldn't mind fertilizer equipment and anything else. Guys, it's going to be touch and go here for a bit, but we'll see you come harvest season just around the corner. Let's go. All right, finally, it's time to get into the harvest. Look at, you got the golden fields in behind us even there. Look at that. That's our oat field way back in the distance there. It's time to get on into the fields for harvesting. Now, fortunately as well, I can do some haying if we need some more money, but I've made some purchases, guys, so we should be good to go. Year 3 oat harvest. Let's get this thing going, because, guys, I need to really find a way to make this. I'm hoping I can make some more money off this harvest, to be perfectly honest. So you need to watch out for the stumps. I gotta clean these stumps out of here at some point. Anyways, trying to hopefully make enough to make some money off the oats as well. The horses aren't going through a ton of oats, I've been noticing, so if we have extras, maybe we can sell that off. I don't know yet. Really have no idea what we're gonna get off this, but this is the big thing right here. We managed to pick up a New Holland TX 32 harvester combine with we got the header. It's a small header. It's like 4.5 meters. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It'll work. It fits kind of in the barn, right? I mean, barely in the shop. It's totally fine. But decent shape. Yeah, rebuilt. So no miles on. I was gonna say kilometers. No miles, Klutch. There's no miles on her. No hours right now. We're breaking her back in, but looks good though. Well, like, I mean, you really can't complain. It's a little on the small side for what we want to be using it for going forward, but I mean, can you really complain? It's a bit of a classic, I have to say. So this is going to be a good start for at least this round of harvesting. We'll see where we can go from there. I'm hoping we can upgrade this relatively quickly, but I also got to get the baler out, right? Yeah, we got to get the international along with our baler, our round baler, and it's a bit of an old iron harvest happening right now, that's for sure. We've got that old combine, we got the international out here. We're gonna get our ranch hands out here to help us out because I can get this all done in one fell swoop if we all work together, right? If we all work together, we can get the baling done at the same time we get the combining done. Now, we'll get out in the field. I'm gonna set these guys up so they're ready to rock out here, and then I'm gonna run back and grab the Massey along with our trailer, our bin, and so we can unload into that. Fire this bad boy up, and oh yeah, this thing it's pretty small, I have to admit. Looking at that, yeah, this is something we're gonna have to upgrade at some point when I have the money. I think I have a funny feeling we're going to be able to get some money going sooner than later. Let's get the straw swath fixed up there. Get our droppings down. Perfect. All right, there we go. The straw's coming out now. I'm not expecting we're going to get a ton of straw off this, but I will take whatever I can get, of course. Either A, I will sell that off as a profit, or B, we'll use it for bedding for our horses, of course, as well, or potentially our cattle going forward. Straw's pretty cheap, let's be honest, but at the same token, why not? It looks like Gertie's good behind us right now. We're gonna swap this out. We're gonna get them up and running up the combine here. I just want to kind of get this started, but it looks good to me, guys. This is all coming together. We got the Massey back out here. We got our grain trailer, the smallest grain trailer of them all. Boy, this thing's tiny. It's going to be a bit of an effort to go forward here and get all these oats off. Now, I did not do any weeding of any kind, so our yield on this field could be a little bit better, that's for sure. It is what it is, but could be better. Going forward, maybe we're gonna have to buy some more equipment to take care of some of this stuff. I just didn't have the finances to be able to take care of those weeds, to be perfectly honest. So you can see there, it's not the best looking field right now. Yeah, what do you do? So get over around the bales, make sure, you know what, this is the nice thing about having this Massey with the front loader right attached to it. I just left the bale forks on it, so I can move these bales around so I don't have to worry about the combine's not gonna have any problems with it, basically, is what I'm worried about. Of course, when they come back around, would they hit that bale? Probably not, but maybe it might be in a bad spot, so I'm gonna re-engineer where the bales got dropped if I need to. That's kind of the nice thing. Now, this tractor is a little underpowered for what we're doing here, especially by the time we get this thing fully loaded. Yeah, this is gonna be, we'll see how she does, but my expectations are a little on the low side, to be perfectly honest. As long as I can pull this back, it's not like we're that far away from the ranch. Really hoping that we can get this thing back there without too many problems. Let's go. Yeah, we're loaded. Let's go. All right, perfect. And it's a bit of a slow unload out of this combine as well, I have to admit. Oh, easy, come on, get up there. Get up this hill. Get up this hill. I have got this thing fully maxed out trying to keep up with the combine, I have to admit. Doing 10 miles an hour. 9, 10, it's holding 9 and 10. Okay, we're all right. Get up there. It's like I said, we're not getting a huge amount of grain coming into the combine with that small header, and the fact that the auger that leaves from the grain tank up to the pipe here is a little on the slow side as well. We're really having a bit of a struggle. I got those bales I got to deal with now. I moved the bales into the wrong spot. It's okay. We'll be fine. Keep on going. It's just gonna get closer. It looks like the baler is doing pretty good behind us too. We've got at least 2 bales. I think there's probably 4 bales that Gertie's managed to make so far, which is not bad. I mean, you can't see too many bales right now, guys, compared to what we're getting for our hay. Oh, she's gonna kind of maneuver around that bale. I mean, maybe I put that bale in the wrong spot. What do you guys think? Yeah, she's all right. But you know what? We can trust her. She's doing all right. Okay, we're pretty much full, almost. Guys, this is taking quite a bit, actually, we're not getting a very good yield off this at all by what I would consider. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, we're not even filling this trailer up yet, and it doesn't even hold that much. I was really hoping for a little bit better than that. Like I said, I want to use this for payment for some stuff, and of course, I get many bales as well. Let's see if we can get this loaded up. Didn't take, you know what, the tractor actually held that not too bad. I was a little worried about that, but I think my concerns have been met, and we're okay now. Let's go dump this into the silo system here. Our brand new silo. Let's get this unloaded, and then we'll head back into the field. No. Why can't I unload this thing? All right. Ah, crap. All right. Hold, please. Hold, please. All right, guys. We had to do some work to the silo system. Apparently, that dump pan wasn't working for us, so we lost a little bit of money. But on the bright side, now I've got a couple augers. And I've got a different bin. The Meridian will work fine, I'm sure, but would have been nice to have like that dump pan that was there instead of what we're using now, to be perfectly honest. Oh well, we you know what, adapt and overcome. That's you're working on a start from scratch ranch, guys. You really have to make some you have to adapt to problems that come your way, right? There's always going to be a problem you're going to have to run into, and you're always going to have to find a way to fix it. I think we fixed it with a decent solution here. This will work just fine. Looks like we're about a third of the way through this field, maybe a bit more. Looks like we're doing okay. Not a lot of bales, guys. Not a lot of bales. You know, you're really hoping that I was hoping the bales would really pay for a lot of our little projects going forward, but these straw bales, there's not a lot there, and they don't go for very much money. So, yep, I don't think that's something I'm going to count on. Really not going to be counting on those bales. All right, but the oat, I mean, we've done a little bit of trekking with the oat. Even the oats, to be perfectly honest, kind of a lackluster yield here. It's not the best. But once again, we are working with relatively cheap equipment. We're old cheap equipment for us for the most part here, and it is what it is. We're still struggling a little bit here. Let's get this back over. What do we got? We're almost full. Let's see, climb that hill. Come on. If the truck is Betsy, this is my debate every time. What do we call our equipment? Anyways, get up there. She can climb it. Get on up. We'll let those two keep on going. Balin's working out. Everything else is working. It's like I said, the yield is less than desirable, I have to admit. And it's going to be touch and go, I think. Was the oats really worth it? I mean, yeah, I guess in the long run, I think our horses, guys, we're going to make some profits off the horses. But it's going to be a long-term process. I mean, it's going to take a year for us to get the horses to maturing age. And then, well, I'm really waiting for the horses to mature enough to have more horses, and the cycle of life continues. Yeah, unfortunately, the oats, we definitely need to make sure we're giving them the proper food if we're going to be doing that. And I want to move into cattle as well, which means we need bigger fields and more fields to make sure we can make that happen. This process of getting the oats right now, like, there's just very, very little yield. I was hoping for a couple 100,000 liters to be put into that bin, guys. I was really hoping for a couple 100,000 liters, and realistically, I don't think we're going to be close to that. Like, this is crazy how little we're making off of this field so far. I mean, halfway done, and I've done 3 loads into the bin. Guys, this is terrible. This is an absolute terrible yield, I have to admit, for a field this size. Equipment's been fine. Don't get me wrong, the New Holland is doing a decent job. My ranch hands are doing fantastic, but just low yields, not a lot of bales in the grand scheme of things either. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a struggle going forward. I think it might be the fact that we're losing. We were fully fertilized. We did fertilize this field, but we didn't get rid of the weeds. We had lime. The soil was good. It's just the weeds are the only thing that's kind of holding us back. We didn't roll the field out either, but that's not that big of a deal. Maybe the weeds are causing more of a problem than I thought. But I mean, the equipment's great. Look at this. We got the old iron just working out here. Everything's working out fine as far as equipment goes. It's just I would much have rather have had. I felt we should be having about at least double what we're getting off this. And you know what? It's going to be something else we're going to have to adapt and overcome, I believe. This is something I'm not going to get enough. I don't think I'm going to get enough oats to be able to sell anything off here going forward. I think this is going to be all used for feed for our horses. So we better hope that our horses pay the bills, because this is a pretty decent sized field that I could plant something else on and maybe make a bit more off of, but just not great right now. Yeah, terrible. Oh well. Let's get this thing off. We've got, we'll be almost full here. Let's go drop this off one more time and see where we go, guys. But things are, I wouldn't say looking bleak, but I'm a little bit, I have to say I'm disappointed so far in the oats. Let's get this back over, dump this load back in. Looks like we might have one more load maybe after this. But that is what it is, you guys. You know what? The Massey's been doing all right. The equipment, all right with the equipment. Just need to find a way to up the yield, I think, is what we're going to have to do going forward. Last little bit. Looks like I'm going to finish this off, take care of the last couple passes here as we wrap this up. It's all right. I mean, it's a nice field, to be perfectly honest. I was happy with this purchase. Relatively cheap land. Maybe that was part of the problem. The cheap land they kind of got me on. Maybe they salted the earth on me here and everything's kind of dying off. I don't know. You got me. Anyways, but that's the end of our first official oat harvest. Yep, not as much as I was hoping for. Anyways, enough complaining. You get nowhere complaining, right? Who's gonna listen to my complaints right now? Nobody. Let's just get this back over to the silo so we can continue on and figure out what we're gonna do next. Figure out what our next plan is, because we've got things to move on to. There's bigger fish to fry out here on the Starting From Scratch Ranch. So that's the end of that harvest, guys. You know what? We got one question left to kind of determine. I mean, you see the bales we got out there. Not a ton of bales. I don't have a count for you right now, but let's go take a look and figure out how much we got off this field. Really, it's like I said, less than what we expected, but do you think we got enough to feed our horses over the next year? Let's go take a little look here in the silo as we unload this last little bit from the combines. Got to go inside here. Let's go take a look and see what we got. And roughly total number is 54,000, maybe 54,000 liters. That's it, guys. That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, is that enough food for our horses? I really hope that was enough food for our horses for the next year. Anyways, there's your old iron harvest, guys. We got to figure out what we're going to do with that going forward. That's not going to be an option for making us big time money, that's for sure. All right, guys, welcome back into Small Town USA, where we're back into another harvest. Well, not quite another harvest, another planting season. We're moving into year 4 here already on the Starting From Scratch farm. And today, you know what, I've been talking a lot about trying to upgrade our old iron we've got on this farm, and I think today I might have an opportunity to do that thanks to a certain new product that we've managed to get our grubby little hands on. Oh, this could get interesting. I don't know if I can really afford to do what I want to do, but we're going to find out together, guys. Yep. Now, I know I said no more loans. It's not a loan. I'm financing this bad boy. The Nexat. We have the Nexat out here on Small Town USA, and, well, we're going to see what kind of damage we can do with this. Look at the size of this beast. We're going to see what kind of damage we can do on our farm with this thing. It might replace everything, or maybe nothing at all. I have no idea. Like I said, this thing came out, they told us that we had it in stock, and, well, we've managed to pick one up on a financing term. Now, it's roughly, right now, just for the Nexat itself, I think it was spending about $30,000 a month. The nice controls in here. This is great. But every piece of implement is going to be another probably 5 to 10, somewhere in that range. Right now I'm hooked up with the seating unit. So you can see we've got the seating top on there. I don't even know what you want to call that. The hopper, I guess. And then we do have the cedar down below as well. The drill itself. Now you can see for our financing costs, guys, like, yeah, $30,000. That's for the Nexat right there on a 2-year term. I'm going to pay an extra 10% based on that. So not exactly cheap, to say the least. You can see we've also got $180,000 for the seating unit. I'm going to have to buy a bunch more things once we get into harvest season. We'll see how this all makes out. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap, guys, when we start buying everything here. For now, we're just getting the seating unit, the Vaterstad there, of course, as well. We'll get the disc so we can clean up our fields. But everything is a couple $100,000. At least we can finance it all. Let's not forget, we still need to get the harvesting equipment side of it. So that's going to be a little bit first. So I'm going to actually get this ordered and have it delivered right to our farm, because I did forget to buy that. So that'll be delivered over to the farm. We still have 387,000 thanks to all the baling we've been doing. But guys, it's It's not going to be cheap. I mean, it looks good. My monthly costs are going to be, well, I think roughly right now we're about $60,000 per month is what I'm paying. Every two months ish right now I can do about $125,000 on the bales. We have to go sell off hay bales, of course. So I think we make enough money to be able to handle this for now, but we'll see once we get into the harvesting side as well, because there's still a lot of equipment I got to buy. All right, back at the farm, we need to switch out. We need to get the cultivator on, the disc on here actually. So this is all ready to go. I don't even, what's the width on this bad boy? 14 meter. Yeah, we need to get this on. We need to take off of the cedar, of course. Leave this up. We'll kind of move this out of the way at least. But we also need to have the seeding tanks left on, because that's what's going to connect to the cultivator itself, or the disc harrower, I should say. Let me just kind of put this over. Should I put it by the bales? Yeah, we'll leave it up here. This is kind of a nice little spot right up here, I suppose. Kind of like right on the field. Yeah, because we're going to have to come back and grab this right away. My plan is, guys, we're going to till up the field, our oat field. I've actually bought more land. We have roughly 100 acres now on that oat field. So this is going to be a substantial field now, at least compared to what we had before, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to upgrade, of course, because trying to do that with that old iron we had before, had the old International, of course, for planting, and then of course that New Holland TX32. Guys, that thing, not a bad combine, but that's going to be a lot of work. The planting was actually probably going to be worse, to be perfectly honest. Anyways, let's see if we can just kind of get rivet in here. Perfect. And then sync lined up, and Bob's your uncle, guys. There you go. That's all she took. She's good to go. Connected on. And I think we're good to go do a little bit of tillage work. Tillage work with whatever this is. A Nexat. I had no clue. Weird. Anyways, I think we're looking pretty darn good, guys. This is a pretty substantial unit, of course. Now, let's not forget what we paid for this. Like, what's the cost on this bad boy? $700,000 for the tractor, if you want to call it that, alone. That is a ridiculous amount of money. Oh man, like, that is craziness, and that doesn't include any of the little bits that we have. So every piece here is minimum $100,000 to $250,000. So I'm trying to do the math in my head, and the math is really not mathing, to say the least, right now. Let's get into this. We're going to test this out today, though, on this field. Who knows? Maybe it'll work for us, and I'll find this to be the best thing in the world, or maybe not. Who knows? Let's go. To be perfectly honest, I mean, yeah, it's a nice width once again compared to what we've been playing. Well, it's what we've been working with before with the International. What, a 3 meter is what we've been working with. So I'm telling you right now, this is a substantial increase to that. Now, is it better than having a trailed cultivator or a trailed disc? Guys, I'm not even sure. It's nice we can just kind of come up here. We got a little bit of green space that was left over between these two fields. We're going to clean this up. And then all the way to the very back of this brand new field we just picked up. I mean, this is a substantial field. Let's see how it handles the hillside here. There's a bit of a kind of a weird hill at the back. Oh, back tires are coming off the ground. Get them. Get back. And okay, that's good. Turn it around. Let's go try it again. And up one more time. Yeah. Get up there. Come on. Okay, that's not bad. I was a little bit concerned, but I really shouldn't have been. And the only thing I'm really concerned about now, guys, is you going down to the bottom and hitting that subscription button. That is the only thing I care about. It really goes a long ways to help us out here on the channel if you haven't done it already. Anyways, other than that, guys, the Nexat pack, of course, is available down there as well. If you haven't already picked it up, you can pick up just the Nexat pack, or maybe get it part of the Year 1 DLC pack. Get the Year 1 pack, it's down there as well, and it gives you 4 DLC packs coming out this year for Farming Simulator 25. We're just finishing up the last little bit on this field. Finally, everything tilled up. And it's time for us to get our plant on, get some oats in the ground here, if you will. We've got it's quite a big field, guys. It'll take us a little bit of time. I mean, we've gone through a little bit of fuel already. We'll see how much it's going to go through. It's a massive fuel tank. I mean, it's 1,100 horsepower. Is it 2 engines? I believe it's 2 engines on this thing. Anyways, let's drop the cultivator, the disc right there, back over by the bales here, and lift this on up. And then let's go back over and hook right back on up into our cedar again. Like I said, this is somewhat easy to hook up. It's not quite as easy as just a normal tractor. Of course, you got to get everything kind of lined up, get the lasers lined up, and then you can auto kind of direct it into place. Let's get this over. GPS as well, I noticed on the disc was a little bit off. I had to shrink down our GPS. It seemed to think we were bigger than we were. Yeah, that's what I've heard before. Let's get this in, and oats going in the ground. It's also getting our fertilizer in as well, which is always nice. You can do a 2-for. Too bad we couldn't do a direct drill with this. Direct drill would be really quite nice, I think, to have on this one, but it is what it is. We've got seed going in, fertilizer going in at quite a good distance here, and yeah, this should be pretty good. Well, let's get all the way around our headland. And the other thing I was thinking, I'm like, oh, could we get a swather attachment for this so we could do bales or grasslands? That would be actually kind of nice, but that's not quite currently an option. I mean, we can do all of our row crops, of course, with a planter, and then we got the cedar and the harvesters, of course, for both of those. Then, of course, fertilizing, spraying, all that stuff is in here. So tons of options on this unit right now. Like I said, we've just done some disking. We'll do some planting, and I'm planning on doing some spraying as well. Of course, the harvesting with this. It's going to be a lot of money by the time we get this all in, and we are completely out of seed. Better with that. I totally forgot that we're out of seed. They went through quite a bit that time. 2 headlands, and we went through the whole thing, guys. So we'll refill up. I got a bunch of seed on the flatbed. That should be more than enough. I mean, look how much we got in this thing. Quite a bit. We can actually change the which tanks are used for what, but I've got everything's allocated to fertilizer now, and I don't really need that much. I could change that up. Maybe next year I'll try and remember to do that, but yeah, we have too much fertilizer, not enough seed, and we'll need to switch that out. But you can allocate seed into the different tanks if you want, rather than having it all fertilizer, it looks like. So someone remind me to do that later on. Other than that, I noticed that this lower unit, I thought that these pipes should be connected right into the planter. You grab into this, or the cedar I should say. They don't go into that. It's just like they kind of deadhead right there, it looks like. Don't they? I mean, there's pipes that kind of go around the edges, I guess, and then go to the seeding unit, or the cedar. I just feel like those ones should be going in. No? Am I losing my mind? It feels like they should go in. I feel like there's something that should connect there, but I mean, it's working the way it is, and there's nothing there. So maybe it's just me, you guys. Maybe it's just me. You know what? I'm not an engineer. What can I say? It feels like they should go down to the planting unit. That's all. We're just finishing up. Got a couple more passes left. Looks like we're pretty much out of seed once again. I'll have to refill that again, of course. Yep, that seems like it's going to be a thing we're going to have to take care of. Guys, it is what it is. You know what? A decent amount of seed. We're still 10 times faster. My question still is this worthwhile doing versus just having a tractor pull a cedar or a planter behind? I don't know yet. I'm not sure if this is worth it or not. There is a convenience factor to have everything and just keep it somewhat small as far as your equipment, and just keep one piece of equipment running. That's something kind of interesting for sure. Yeah, it's not bad for that, for sure. Let's get this thing back to the farm, and well, we need to figure out what we're going to be doing once everything starts to sprout up here for weeds, I think. Yeah, weed control. Come on, Gertie, let's get back to the farm. I've got to plan out our finances on this thing as well. We're down to 364,000, and it's definitely not going to get better anytime soon. So if it'll help us out, I should tell you about the sponsor of today's video. Are you ready to upgrade your farming simulator experience? Well, with G-Portal game servers and Farming Simulator 25, it's time to take your farm to the next level. When you play Farming Simulator 25 on a G-Portal game server, your multiplayer farms will be available whenever you are. No longer waiting for the host to get online. If you're ready to farm, your G-Portal game server will have your tractor already warmed up and waiting for you. Whether you're planting, harvesting, or building the farm of your dreams, G-Portal game server is the ultimate multiplayer experience. No lag, no hassle. Just pure farming fun with your friends. With G-Portal's dedicated servers, you can host your own games effortlessly. Customize your servers to fit your needs, whether you're on Xbox, on PlayStation, or PC. All platforms can use G-Portal game servers, and all platforms can play together. Setting up your server has never been easier. In just a few clicks, you're going to be ready to go. Plus, G-Portal game servers support all your favorite mods. You can even expand your server to have 25 gigabytes of mod space, which will allow you to install any mod map and all the mods you could possibly think of, so you can expand your farming possibilities like never before. Team up, trade up, and build a legacy together. With G-Portal game servers, the fields are truly endless. Be sure to use the link down in the description today to get your 10% off your G-Portal game server and elevate your Farming Simulator 25 experience. Grab your friends and let's farm with the G-Portal game servers and Farming Simulator 25 like never before. Okay, I'd like to say that G-Portal managed to pay us and we bought a new sprayer, but we sold some bales and that's helping us out a little bit. Guys, this thing is massive. This is the new sprayer. I think it's 56 feet. I think I saw. This is what the whoa, easy watch over this. I think I missed it somehow. At 56 feet, this thing is absolutely massive. And we're full of herbicide. Yeah, let's go do some spraying. We got some weeds to go kill on that oat field we planted. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work yet. I don't even know which direction we go once we unfurl everything. So we're going to find out together how well we could do here, guys. This is going to be a learning exercise for all of us. So yeah, get your notebooks out and let's see. Did I aim the right direction here? We're going to unfold the arms first, and then at the same time, let's unfold the heart of the tractor, I guess. Get the tires down and see if we can get those going the right direction. Got to get them going north-south instead of east-west. And it looks like we're facing the wrong direction. Of course we are. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, totally knew that. So it's gonna go it's kind of going to be going like the New Holland way, where you've got the sprayer arms out in front of you instead of behind you, like the John Deere way with the sprayers. All right, that makes sense. I think I should have known that when we hooked up to it, but I didn't pick that up. Now I know. You got to learn these things, right? Spray wise, like I said, absolutely massive spraying width. Oh, easy. Get those legs. Let's see if we get the GPS engaged on this. And maybe I'm not going to bother. I think we can just handle it. Now we'll put the GPS on. GPS is on. Maybe once we get in the middle, we'll do our headlands with GPS, and once we get in the middle, we'll take care of it ourselves. No, not a problem. This is actually really good for this. This I don't mind. I'm trying to figure out cultivating with this thing. It doesn't make much sense to me. Like the amount of money you're spending on the cultivator is ridiculous to me to connect onto this. But spraying, yeah, this is a little bit easier. Now, that being said, the sprayer itself is rather expensive, a couple $100,000. Yeah, you can buy a lot of equipment for the cost of what we have running in this field right now. Still, the dollars and cents aren't making sense to me right now, you guys, on this unit. Once again, it's still a prototype, so maybe that's it. I don't know. There's not too many of these out in the wild, that's for sure. We got a lot of spraying left to do here still, a couple more passes, but a lot faster than planting, of course. And we're not going through all that much herbicide. Yeah, a couple more passes, get around the other far side here. Let's see how it's going to work once we get into the corner here. Oh, look at that. The arm's kind of there. They got the sensors on, so they'll raise up automatically so I don't bash them into the ground. That's nice. And back through the middle once again. I think we'll just kind of manually do the last little bit here as we finish off a couple more passes, and then that's going to do it until harvest season for us, guys. I mean, I'm going to get everything back home, and we'll wait till harvest season. We'll see you guys in a bit. And just like that, we have a golden oat field already. Of course, our hay field once again is ready to be taken out, which is good because I am not looking very good for money, guys. Look at the equipment we have over here. Of course, got 141,000 bucks left in the old bank account. We're spending almost $100,000 a month on all these little attachments, and this is one of the problems I'm having with this whole thing. Like, it's great that we have all this stuff, but it's such a pain to store it. I don't know where to put anything. It's not like it's a tractor you can roll into a shed somewhere. It's all like independent pieces of equipment that are kind of scattered everywhere. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's get the harvester unit set up on this. The combine, and we'll see if we can get some oats off the ground here. Now, same process as before. We're going to kind of line her up, unfold the tractor, I guess, and get this all lined up. See if we can get the lasers out, and we'll auto level this thing and connect right on into the combine unit here. Get those tires out, and it should just start rolling back in, and we can auto connect almost. It'll auto line us up, essentially using lasers. Essentially, freaking laser beams. Get in there! Come on, nice and easy. Get into this position. As long as we have it kind of close-ish, kind of close. Try that again. Let's try it again. I'm sure it's just like right there. Just kind of scooch on in. There it goes. I think we're There it goes. Hey, I saw it kind of level down, and now we're good to go. Perfect. That's what I needed to see. And same thing with the header itself. Let's grab onto you, and perfect. All right, looks good. Let's get into this field, see if we can get this harvest going, guys. It's a big unit. All right, I'm having an issue trying to get the header to raise. I might be 100% of a conflict going on here. Header does not want to raise up off the ground. Yeah, something's kind of going funky with it. Well, I don't know. It must be a conflict? Mod conflict? I don't know. It's fine on the ground. Man, we'll just let Gertie. We'll hire Gertie and let her do her thing here. Let's see how this works out. And she goes. Looks good. Oh man, that's actually not a bad swath on that. Look at the size of that. And where is our straw? Where's our? Is it? Oh, is it 2? Oh no, it gets 2. You get two different straws off this. Oh, that's kind of a pain. I was only expecting to get 1. Oh, you know what? We're gonna put all the ranch hands to work, guys. Let me get that taken care of. Okay, all the ranch hands are now officially working for us. We got everybody out here on the starter ranch, on this starting from scratch ranch was officially working. We've got Gertie driving the combine. I also have the baler out running right now, but because it's the double straw swath, guys, the straw droppings, I've got a windrower as well. We got a rake in the middle being pulled by that little Massey, and that's kind of combining both of those together so that we can pick it up in one swoop from the baler. Yeah, it's all gonna work. Now, the pickup truck in this little trailer, I did not upgrade my trailers yet. Yeah, there's a bit of a mismatch in size here. Don't listen. It's not about the size. It's how you use it. All right. Don't you worry about a thing. I got this. I'm totally in control of this. Totally in control. Oh man. Okay, we're pretty much full already. Almost. That's ridiculous. Oh, I love it. All right, looking good. Looking good. All right, guys, that's really going to do it. We managed to get the harvest going here. I've got a lot more harvesting still to do, but that's the Nexat. We'll see where we go if we decide to keep this or not. It's a lot of money. Like I said, $100,000 a month almost right now we're spending on that thing. Will it be worthwhile? I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical. Guys, welcome back into the Starting From Scratch Ranch out here on Small Town, USA. Guys, we've made some good headway on this ranch, making a 100-acre harvest. We've got plus our hay fields, but maybe some mistakes have been made along the way. Guys, we picked up the Nexat, a demo version of the Nexat in our last season, where we managed to plant, cultivate, spray, and harvest. However, it's a lot of things going on with this machine. You know, and thanks to everybody in the comments section, we were able to figure out that you can actually plant and cultivate at the same time. I did not realize that at the time. So it is effectively a direct drill, which could have saved us some time, to say the least. But I digress. Guys, this machine is just too much for our ranch, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, we're going to be sending this thing back. We're returning it. Well, and it's because of you guys, really. I mean, you guys didn't really want it on here. Yeah, you guys definitely... I got the message you guys didn't want this on the farm, so on the brand new ranch. It had absolutely nothing to do with the fact I was spending $100,000 a month for the next 2 years. Nothing to do with that. I'm doing this solely for you guys. Completely for you guys. Totally for you guys. So with that being said, we are returning the Nexat back to the shop for, well, a partial refund, I guess. We've already paid, of course, a little bit into this, but this has got to go back. So from the sprayer, the cultivator, of course, the harvester and the harvest header. Of course, right now we have the cultivator and the, what is it? Oh, the seed box, as well as the seeding head. All of it's got to go back, guys. It's all heading back to the shop right now for a return. Now, it sounds all good, but unfortunately, I did lose a little over $150,000 based on the little mistake we made. Now, we did a full harvest season with it, so that's what it is. But it would have been nice not to have lost that money. It's put us behind a little bit where we want to be. We're going, of course, our 4th year right now, ending 4 years on the ranch. And, well, we don't have a ton to show for it as of yet. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm haying still. We've still got tons of hay coming in. In fact, I've got one whole cut right there, plus the straw. I've still got food, or got some extra hay up in the barn for, well, all our horses, which, to be honest, guys, these guys will be giving us some foals in the next couple of months here. So we're going to actually be able to maybe start selling horses. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll actually have some horses potentially that we can start producing. So I think I'm going to start off by just selling off all that hay and maybe the straw. I don't know about the straw. We'll see. I'm gonna sell all this stuff off and see if we can make a little bit of money. I need to make some cash on this farm. We kind of spent more than, like I said I was expecting on the Nexat. It did help us out, but I spent more than I was expecting on that. So I do need to, well, slow down and maybe make some cash and hopefully be able to upgrade a couple pieces on the old ranch through town here. Let's see if we can just kind of sneak in nice and slow. The old Ford is handling this trailer all right. That's a lot of weight, guys. That's a few bales back there, and it's handling it all right. But we've got a lot of these to make, so I've got to boot six trips, I guess. Yeah, I think it's about 6 or 5 trips we'll have to make at least to do this. All right, let's pull in, see what we get here. It's usually around $25,000 per trip. We'll see what kind of cash we make today. In we go. First load. Yeah, there you go. 25,000 bucks. Second. Keep on going. Or another 25. Let's go another third trip. Boy, we're getting lots of cash off this. Fourth trip in. We've got another 25 going in. All right, we've moved into the straw now. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of the straw as well. All right, last little bit here. We got, I think, 2 more trips to make, so should be about $300,000 by the time it's all said and done, I believe. Here, guys, looks decent even with the straw. Not bad. All right, I kept a little bit of straw back. We'll need a little bit for bedding for the horses going forward, so kept it there. Put the trailer away, and I think we'll be good to move on to our next task. Let's just shut all these gates up, of course, keep our horses in their pens. But we've got one more task I want to do today, and that's, well, more haying. It's a great day for hay. Let's get into this field and see if we can get another cut off this before, what do we get? We're September, of course. This will be the last cut we get this year. So let's get this all knocked down, and we can make some money going for the next year when we got some other plans, all right? See you next year. All right, so we're back into March. Year 5 on the Starting From Scratch Ranch, and like I said, I made a bit of money so that we can buy a couple of things this year. As my plan, I do need to upgrade. I was hoping the Nexat would be what we wanted, and it just turned out to be too expensive. So we do need to buy some things, and I've got to kind of temper my expectations. It's time to go check the sales market, and look what I found: a John Deere 7810. Now this is not quite the same as the Nexat, but I mean, kind of the quintessential tractor from at least the 90s, right? I mean, not bad. Yeah, I'll buy that. We picked up that 7810, relatively inexpensive, and this is going to be great. This is a nice addition to our ranch, guys. Of course, we needed a plant, or a cedar, I should say, was kind of the key. We needed to upgrade from what we were currently using, that little pull-behind cedar, and here we go. The horse. The horse should work pretty decently. The Pronto 9. I think this will be a decent addition. I think it's still a little bit on the small side, to be perfectly honest, for what I really want to get into. We do have that 100-acre field that's going to be putting with more oats going in right now. In fact, that's what our plan is right now. You can see we've already got the seeds. We got fertilizer. We are loaded and ready to rock into this field, but I'm not even taking it back to the ranch, guys. We're going straight in. Now, like I said, compared to the planting size of the Nexat, this is still nowhere close to what I was dealing with then. This is going to take me several hours probably to get through this field with planting it all. So we'll see how that all works out. But I mean, it's going to be a real test as well for the 7810, guys. The seeding unit is definitely a little bit oversized for what it's expecting. If you want the statisticians, for those of you in the chat that are taking kind of part in that, well, this planter, the cedar, I keep on calling it a planter. This cedar is recommended requirement is around 200 horsepower. The 7810, of course, is only about 175 horsepower. So there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy there. Let's unfold this thing, unfurl, and we'll see how that all works. Now this thing is brand spanking new, so we shouldn't have any issues. Of course, the 7810 should be able to handle it, but we'll see. Down we go, and into the field. Come on, let's go. Nice and easy. More nice and easy to start slow, then speed up. Start slow to speed up, something like that. Slow to speed up to slow down. I don't know. Let's just get in this field. We'll see how this works out in the long run. I'm a little nervous about the far side. There are some rather large, I wouldn't say large hills, but long, steady grades we do have to climb. And we'll see how the 7810 handles this. It should be okay, I think, with the amount of horsepower we got on this thing. You can see how this field does kind of lay and does push up on the far side there. You can't quite see the end of it. Like I said, over 100 acres on this bad boy. Come on, Betsy, get up there. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a little bit of a slow go as we try to climb this grade down to 6 miles an hour, but it's handling it. I have the planting speed set between 9 and 10 typically, so usually we can get up there, but right now it's definitely not doing that. The other nice thing about this, of course, is direct drill, so we're not having to cultivate or plow up our fields beforehand. That was one of the keys I was looking for when I first purchased this, but we are able to get around the entire field. I was worried it was going to be a bigger issue than it was. It's just going to take us some time, of course. Like I said, I would prefer if I could hold that 9 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a bit of an issue on some of these hills. Let's see if we can get up into this corner. This is the worst part right here, because obviously we're on a sharp 90-degree corner as well as we climb the hill. Really taxing the 7810, but it does get through her. All right, let's kind of straighten this out and make sure we get all the field planted. All our fields are taken care of down here. And then all the way back down to the farm, guys. Let's go. Keep on going. Yeah, we'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's getting her done. I was a little nervous. I think we're okay. So absolutely massive field to try to plant here. As you can see, it's currently 9:30 in the morning, but this is going to take us pretty much all day to plant. And I think I'll probably take care of most of it on my own. We may hire some help just to maybe break it up a bit. Yeah, this is what it is. This is my day. Little bit here. I've got to finish off just little odds and ends that kind of got missed. I've seen as we've been just finishing up like tiny little bits like this. You're barely even going to see me take them down. There we go. That should do that. I think I got one more bit just down on the far end. Guys, yeah, that was a pretty successful plant. Not bad. Like, we're already at 2:30 in the afternoon. Like I said, the better part of my day planting with this. But I still have another job I want to get done today. It's not over. March is such a busy time of year for us out here on the Starting From Scratch Ranch. Guys, we really want to put the 7810 to full use today, and we've got more haying to do. I know we survive by doing this, but we need to make a bit more money in order to get ready for the summer here. And I can't think of a better way than put the 7810 into the field and doing some haying. It's the first chance we're going to get to do this. It should make this go even a little bit faster now that we have a third tractor to use along with this. We'll get Gertie and our other ranch hands out here in a second to give us a hand taking care of the rest of this field. But to start off with, we got the swather out, of course. We're going to knock all this down, and they can follow behind, hopefully, with the International, the Massey, doing some tedding and some raking. And then I think my plan will be we'll get the 7810 back out in the field to do the baling once again as well. You can see we're already halfway through this, making pretty good headway through this. We got our ranch hands out here as well, working the rest of the field. Hopefully they can just take care of that and I can ignore them for the most part. And by the time I get this done, then we can just grab the baler. But we have the other field across the laneway as well we got to go take care of first. So let's just get through this now. And if we time it all right, it'll be good, and we can kind of get out of the way of everybody. Like I said, we just have to get into this field. Hopefully I can get this done and we can start baling right away, and then our ranch hands can move over into this field afterwards. You guys know what's going on here. We're just gonna time things out, that's all. It's kind of like preparing a perfect meal. You just gotta time everything just perfectly in order to be as efficient as possible as we wrap this field up. Looks pretty good. Just need to ted and rake it again. That's all there is to that. Like I said, let's go grab the baler with the 7810, and well, guys, it's time to do some baling, I think. I was looking forward to this. The favorite part about this, and it's nice to be in an enclosed cab finally and doing some baling rather than being in the old International. in the open cab, sucking in all the hay up the nostrils. Let's see if we can get into this. Looks like we're going to need a little bit of bale wrap at some point. That's all right. We can pack through quite a few bales before we need to worry about that. I've got some extra bale net sitting over by the barn over there. We can grab that later on, but we should be able to get half of this field done at least before we have to worry about that. And we're getting close. Slowly but surely. There's still a lot of freaking bales. So much more bales now that we're really properly taking care of this field. Being fully fertilized and limed up. Like I said, this field is definitely being super profitable for us and allowed us to keep this ranch going. I think we might have broken things otherwise. There you go. Time for an extra little bit of bale wrap. Get that, or bale net, I should say. The wrap, of course, is not for us yet. Maybe we should start doing silage now. I don't know. I still have a plan where we will need silage at some point, but really I'm just focusing on the horses right now. And horses, well, hay and oats is really all I'm working on. They've already taken care of raking and tedding the far field. So I've got Gertie in the baler now for now, and I'm back in the open cab working away once again. Love this tractor, mind you, so that's not a big problem. It is a little bit underpowered for this bale trailer, I have to admit. It does struggle once it gets full. So yeah, if you ever decide you want to pick up a bale trailer with this particular tractor, be prepared for a little bit of a struggle at times. It doesn't have the weight to really manhandle this thing around. You tend to get pushed around quite a bit. Let's get this all dropped off. Let's see if we can do this without crashing into anything. Nice and easy here. Come on, Betsy, just around the corner. There we go, and back on in. Yeah, it did all right. It did all right. I was a little concerned. The corner was going to crash into my bales, but it turns out that we were okay. We got a few more bales to go pick up. And last field still needs to be baled, of course. So once again, we'll set Gertie up out here, make sure she can handle this one. And we're going to continue on moving bales around for her while she is busy baling away. See, it's just like I said, it's all about timing. We're a little bit behind where I'd like to be, but not too bad. I mean, we really kept up with the baler with this at least, and all the tedding and raking got done. It's going to be 5:30. We're going to wrap this up, guys. I think that's a pretty successful day all in all. I mean, a lot of work got done day planting. We harvested a bunch of hay. I'm pretty happy with how the day went. So that'll do it for March. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of March for us. I'll see you in a couple months when, actually, you know what? I think we might have some new animals. So just like that, April is here, and nothing crazy going on. I mean, of course, our fields are growing. We've got that oat fields already starting to sprout up, which looks good. Let's not forget our hayfield, always looking good. I could see some more profits in the future there. But more importantly, guys, we've got some more baby animals today. Well, I'm not really babies in the sense you might think, but they're new. And I didn't buy them, so let's just go with that. No, we should have some foals. We should have some new horses to us that come out looking like giant animals, so don't worry about it. It is what it is. But we have some new horses on there. Let's go take a look, see what we got here. Like I said, this is something we've been pushing towards. It's going to be a challenge going forward. We'll see how much we can make from this. But you can't have a ranch without horses, and I know we can't have a ranch without cattle. That's something going forward. But for now, this little ranch area is all focused on, well, just the horses themselves. Let's get into the corner here. Look at this. I know we had a few horses. What do we have? 6 in here? No, we had more than that. We had 10. 10, and now we had 9 or 11. I don't remember. I think we had 2 horses in here. We got 2 new to us. That's not you. No, you're still. Nope. No. Where's my new horses? You guys are not my new horses. What about you? Are you must be my new one. Yeah, there we go. Knight is one of our new horses. Okay, he's out there, and there's our other one, I bet, right? Yeah, there we go, Spirit. Okay, so our new horses are out in the pasture for some reason, and all the other ones are inside. Now, as for the corral, there's one new horse down here, I believe, as well. So pretty successful. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see what the going rate is if I were to sell off any of these horses now. And okay, not bad. $45,000 for the 2 mares. That's okay. And that's fully if we go over to the other horse pasture, the corral, they're a little cheaper, mind you. 36 because they're not as well as taken care of there. I'll have to move them up to the pasture and take care of them for a month and then sell them if I want to do it that way. But okay, that's not bad. That's like $100,000 I could almost make from that. Okay, guys, so let's make sure we definitely take care of these. I can't get a ton of horses, of course, and the breeding, the time is kind of slow, obviously, for obvious reasons, but it's something we need to kind of be wary of. How many horses are we going to sell off every year versus keep? Yeah, that's going to be something we're going to have to micromanage to some degree, I think. And I'm not quite sure on the math. The math isn't quite mathing for me yet on that, so we'll have to take care of that going forward. But I'm happy where it sits right now. I mean, yeah, we're made $100,000 about right now. I can sell some of our older horses for, and I think, come on, get the oats in here. Give me some oats. Come on now. We'd have to fire that thing up first. There we go. Yeah, we've got some profit coming in already from it, so that's good. We'll just have to keep an eye on that going forward, and we still have room in the pastures. As long as we keep on putting our oats and making sure we have the proper feed for these guys, taking care of these animals with the ranch hands. And I should mention the rough estimate on our ranch hand cost to take care of these horses, I think, is about $2,000 a month. So you could do the math on that. Of course, that's what, $24,000 a year. Yeah, that's definitely eating into my profits a little bit. So keep that in mind. That's a definite cost. And then my baling, of course, doesn't really cost that much. The oats, I have more than enough oats going forward. I mean, we got 200,000 liters of oats off that last harvest, which will be more than enough to feed these guys for the year. Guys, it's all working out pretty well as far as the horses go. And I think really going forward, we should start looking at our next goal, our next objective. I should also mention, we did manage to pay off the loan. I didn't even talk about this because I totally forgot. We paid off our loan before we had a chance to even get into it. So some of the money we used after the Nexat sale was to pay off our loan. So we no longer owe any money. So that is something to look forward to, I guess. But we still have not a lot of cash flow going in. Yeah, at least the loan's paid off. So that's a $500 a month I don't pay anymore, which is kind of nice. All right, so the horses are getting fed. They're happy. We got to move. We're trying to get bales and oats. You got to manage this properly, of course. I want to have both oats and bales, hay bales in at the same time. So if I leave this bale in there, they'll slowly pick away at it, and it's not good because then they just get the bale. They just get the hay. They don't get oats. So I'm just going to kind of move this out of the way so that we can hopefully get more oats in there at some point in time to make sure we top that up because they're a little low on the oats right now. But it's kind of mix and match a little bit. Now they could also use, I think, carrots as well. I don't have a plan yet for carrots. Maybe we could do a greenhouse or something along those lines. Right now, I just don't know. It's only a small percentage. Anyways, we'll leave this here and we'll let's get the rest of this stuff. Maybe a little bit of straw in here as well. A little bit of straw can't hurt. Looks like there's nothing left in the barn here, so we need a little bit of bedding down. But the corral does not really take any straw, so it's just this one here is the only one I need it for, but it only goes through a very minimal amount. I find I've gone through maybe 2 or 3 bales since we've had this, so not a ton. Interestingly enough, we don't get any manure or anything. I thought you might get some road apples we could use for fertilizer or something along those lines. I guess not. I was hoping maybe we could do that somewhere, but no, that's not something that we're going to work on. One of the issues with horses, of course, is you don't get a lot of byproducts from them, so yeah, it's more about the fact that we have a ranch and you need to have horses to have a ranch as far as I'm concerned. So we got the horses, they're all being taken care of. The next thing, of course, guys, I want to take care of them to really make this a proper ranch, of course, is cattle. We do need to get some cattle, which means a cattle barn. Now, what are my options for that? We do have quite a bit of land. Let's put this back into place here. And we should go maybe take a look at that. But I do have a plan. It's going to take us, I think it's going to cost us a bit of money though going forward. I don't have the cash flow for that yet. Maybe later on this year. How much is it going to take? I don't know. Let's jump in the truck, close all our gates up so nothing gets out. And just on the far side of that field is where we're going to go to. Yeah, we'll take the truck for a rip. Let's go around the back side of this field here. Around our shed, back over by the silo, and into the back side of our hay field. I think is where I'm going to build our cattle area. It's going to be away from the farm a little bit, I think, but it's going to take a little bit of money as well. I mean, we're going to be looking at about $500,000 to $750,000 I'm going to need to do this, and we got to make sure we do it right. Now, I've got the feed, of course, already, so that's a big thing. I just need to build the building way out here. You can see where our farm is on the far side, but this plot of land right here, I think this will be perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect little plot of land away from the farm a little bit, away from our house. We can build up a barnyard area down here where we can put some barns. We could put our cattle area. I think this might be a perfect plot of land, but that's going to be, like I said, about $500,000 to $750,000. So stay tuned for that as we dive into this next time. Thanks for watching again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a like on the way out. I'll catch you guys in the next one here from Small Town USA on the Starting from Scratch Ranch. This is Klutch. Over and out.